Yeah, we're live. Penalty shootout, baby. Let's do this. Let us do this. What a day. It's going to be very difficult to break this thing down. Plus, we got to talk about tomorrow's games. What a day. Let's do this. Let us go. And we are live. France versus Switzerland penalty shootouts. Penalties. It would take penalties to separate the French and the Swiss. And your boy Dom is live again about 10 minutes early than scheduled. But I have to do the shootout. I have to. You see what I'm saying? It's a showdown, and I have to be here. And I'm happy that you guys are here with me as well. So let's do this, man. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button for the stream. Let's get this thing cracking. Big up to everybody in here. I'm seeing Milo play saying underdogs to win. Please, Swiss, says Sebastian. Oh, boy. We're going to have fun breaking this one down. We are going to enjoy breaking this one down. Jan Sommer, Hugo Lloris, they have to come up big here. Penalties. Let's go. Let us go, man. Jeez. Could cut the tension with a knife. Big up to everybody in here. Octavian, how are you doing? Both sides look knackered. Next match will be a tough one. Definitely something to note. Both sides look very tired. Yeah. Big up to everybody in here, man. EFJ, how are you doing? Advantage Lloris, having saved one already, right? So, who's going to take the penalty first? Switzerland, Gravanovic. So, the Swiss to take first and the French take second. So, Gavanovic, who came on and equalized. Big up to Mario Gavanovic, who plays his football for Dinamo Zagreb, being the hero. What is it going to be? Gavanovic to face Lloris, who has already saved the penalty in this game. All right, let's do this. All right, guys. If you're ahead, please don't come in and say goal, and all that kind of nonsense, okay? Don't do it. All right. As a matter of fact, I won't be looking at the comments right now. Let me get my eyes off the comments. I don't want to read the comments. You guys are giving it away right now. I don't want to read the comments, okay? What we got here? Gavanovic versus Lloris. Gavanovic. And he scores. Gavanovic scores. Gavanovic. He put his away. He's a striker. He should score. I'm not saying that all strikers has to score, but it's only you against the goalkeeper. You have the advantage, okay? So, one for the Swiss. Up steps Paul Pogba. A lot of pressure on Paul Pogba. Remember the last time his team, Man United, was in a penalty shootout. He was taken off. Wasn't able to take a penalty. Ah, boy. If France get knocked out here, this will be a big one. This will be a big one, man. Jesus. Paul Pogba with a stuttered run and lovely hairstyle. Like when he put on his hairstyles. Let's go. Pogba versus Sommer. Pogba versus Sommer. He steps up. And he scores. Paul Pogba. Lovely penalty. He puts his away. And the pressure is off Pogba. Good penalty. Good penalty by Pogba, man. Who has been France's player of the tournament so far? He has been absolutely amazing. So, well done. He's telling Lloris a little secret there. Maybe where to go for the next penalty by Fabian Schär. Fabian Schär. Newcastle United defender steps up. Number 22, Fabian Schär. This ain't looking too good, you know, Swiss. Ain't looking too good, Swiss. Oh, and he puts it away. That was well taken. Well taken. Don't mind my dramatics, guys. Don't mind. Good goal. Good goal, man. Good goal. Very good goal. Very, very good goal. All right, we have Giroud. Olivier Giroud. Left footer. Left-footed Giroud. It's about to step up. Didier Deschamps look very nervous, man. All right, number 9. Giroud came on for Benzema. Both players hugged before he came on. Giroud, and it's a goal. And it's a goal. Well taken by Olivier Giroud. And it's locked 2-2. Could this one go to sudden death? Could this one go down to the goalkeepers? Could it go all the way around where players have to take penalties again? Let's see. Let's see. And if you guys are in here, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the stream. Do appreciate everybody who has decided to join the live stream. This is the review section, but we're going to kick it off with reacting to the penalty shootout. Okay? Manuel Akanji of Borussia Dortmund. Akanji, defender, stepped up. So the second defender stepping up for the Swiss. Second center back to be exact, Akanji. And he scores easily, easily. Well taken. Well taken. He's a very good ball playing defender. Very, very good. Good penalty, man. Very, very good penalty. Who's going to miss? That's the big question. Who's going to miss their penalty? You see what I'm saying? But good penalty, though. Good penalty. Good penalty. Very, very good. Marcus Thuram, who came on. Oh, man. The man who plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach, the son of former World Cup winner, former Euro winner, Lilian Thuram. So, Marcus Thuram comes on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Thuram. 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 Oh, and he scores. He scores. Well done by the Gladbach man. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Big up to everybody in the chat right now. How are you feeling? I'm not reading the chat right now because there's people in here screaming out goal. And I don't want to, you see what I'm saying? I don't want anything given away right now. So save. Anybody saying anything to me right now, just save it until I'm done and I'm ready to analyze these two games because we have a lot of work. Ruben Vargas. The man with Dominican background steps up. Vargas. Very, very good. Very good. He came on and he did well. Is Vargas going to miss his penalty? Ruben Vargas steps up. Vargas versus Lloris. Vargas. And it's saved, but it goes into the back of the net still. Lloris did get an arm to it, but oh, man. Penalty too good. Ooh, he did get a strong hand, you know, but wasn't able to keep it out the back of the net. So 4 for Swiss, 3 for the French, and the French is under pressure now. They're under pressure big time. They're under pressure big time because if the next player missed their penalty, oh boy, it could be bye-bye France. Oh man, it's Kimpembe. Oh man. This ain't looking good at all. This ain't looking good at all, man. Oh, my God. Guys, this ain't looking good. This ain't looking good. Kimpembe with the mustache and everything. Kimpembe. I can't look. Left-footed. I can't look. Kimpembe. Oh. Cold as ice. 4-4. The pressure is now back onto the Swiss. The pressure is now onto the Swiss. They have to score. Well done, Kimpembe. I'm sorry to you know, but you don't fill me with a lot of confidence. Admir Mehmedi. I think his name is Mehmedi. Mehmedi steps up to take the 5th penalty. Is he going to score or is he going to flunk? Lloris versus Admir Mehmedi. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mehmedi. Oh, and he scores. Pressure. 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 Back on the French. What a penalty by Admir Mehmedi. The pressure is back on the French and Vladimir Petkovic breathes a little easier. Oh man, the pressure is back on the French. Who's going to take it? Kante? Who's going to take it? N'Golo? Kylian Mbappe. Oh, man. Mbappe. Is he going to miss? Or is he going to score? Ah, boy. Mbappe, you can't miss. You're too much of a big player to miss this penalty. You're too big to miss. I'm getting a message on Twitter. That's not good. This is not good. I just got a message on Twitter. This is not good. Yeah! Mbappe! And France is knocked out. France is knocked out. Sommer stays on his line. France knocked out. France is out. Kylian Mbappe. I told you guys, I just got the message on Twitter. Somebody said something to me on Twitter. Somebody said something to me on Twitter. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let me see. Let me see what happened here. Let me go to my Twitter and see. It's Fabrizio Romano saying football bloody hell. Oh boy. Oh boy, 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 boy. Mbappe. Of all people. Mbappe of all people. And France are knocked out of Euro 2020 by Switzerland. We're gonna have some fun with this. We are going. Let me bring my laptop back over. Let me bring the laptop back over because we are gonna have some fun with this one. We are gonna have some fun with this one. Hard luck to Mbappe, but it's gonna be a good summer. Get it? Jan Summer. It's gonna be a good summer, baby. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Could somebody say wow in the stream? Could somebody say wow? That's it for me and this footage right now. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Could somebody say wow again? Could somebody please say wow again? France are out. Woo-hoo-hoo. I cannot believe this. No. Wait, I can't believe this. I have to go check to see if I'm in the right dimension. I'll be back. I cannot believe this. I can't. Seriously. I cannot believe this. Seriously. Whoa. No. Could somebody please let me get a wow in the chat? Wow, please, wow. Just say wow. Because Euro 2020 has caught fire. Euro 2020 has caught fire. Euro 2020 has caught fire. Wow, no more France. I got my predictions wrong. I predicted France to win the whole thing. They are out. And Switzerland have now thrown Euro 2020 in disarray. Euro 2020 has now been scrambled and thrown into, I don't even, listen, who's going to win this thing now? Spain? Switzerland? Denmark? The Czech Republic? I don't know. Oh, man. What have we just witnessed? What have we just witnessed? Listen, man. This is our reaction. I'm still reacting because I can't believe 2 games. We just had 2 classics. A 5-3 and a 3-3 with France getting knocked out on penalties. We just witnessed 2 classics. Euro 2020 have been classic. It better be. We've been waiting a long time for Euro 2020. It better be damn good. It's hot as hell in this room, guys. If you're not noticing, I'm sweating. The only reason I'm sweating is because the adrenaline that's flowing through my body right now, because I still can't believe the French got knocked out. Seriously. You're telling me you're 3-1 up. You're 3-1 up, and you get knocked out. No. You just lost listen, the French just lost a whole lot of respect. They did. People are not going to rate the French team like that anymore. They're not. They lost a whole lot of ratings. A whole lot of ratings have just been lost by the French national team. A whole lot. Are you with me, guys? Are you with me? Is everybody in here with me? Is everybody in here with me? The French have lost a lot of respect. They have. Because I don't know what I just seen there. We only saw 20 minutes of world-class football from France for the entire tournament. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And if you do the math, right? Let's try to do the math. 90, 180, 360. 360, and then extra 30 minutes, 370. There was 370 mediocre minutes by France at Euro 2020 with only 20 minutes of world-class football from the world champs, where they came back from being 1-0 down to going 3-1 up, only to go on to lose the game. No. Change. They have some. Listen, Didier Deschamps, you gotta go. There's a thin line between genius. There's a thin line between being a genius and being an idiot. Okay? Because the French did not manage the game well today. They didn't. The Swiss deserve this. They deserve this. Let's break this game down. Let's start with this game since it's hot. Let's start with this game. Let's talk about this game. Let's talk about this game. We're going to break down the Croatia game afterwards. We're going to break down the Croatia-Spain game. We have time. We have time. No rush. Big up to everybody back in the stream. Appreciate it. I've been live every day. Every day there's been Euro 2020 football. I've been live with the exception of the opening day. We're gonna break this game down, and I'm gonna need your comments. I'm gonna need you guys to chime in and let me know how you feel as well. All right, I want you to do that because you guys are the most important part of this thing that I'm doing right here. You guys are the most important. You, not me. You. Okay, always remember that. So we're gonna break this game down. But we're gonna do it in usual style. We're gonna do it in usual style. Let's go. Let's talk. Let us talk. Spain win, 8-goal thriller. All right. They haven't even updated it yet that France got knocked out. Even the person who's running UEFA's Euro 2020 website, they're still in shell shock. They're still shell shocked because, wait, I'm still shell shocked. Is this real? Am I in the right dimension? Am I in the right dimension? I cannot believe this. You guys think I'm exaggerating right now? I'm not. This is not real. Listen, this is not real. Listen, France are in the quarterfinals. Switzerland have just been knocked out, right? Right. Guys, please tell me that's fake news. Please tell me. Just tell me it's fake news. What just happened there? Please tell me. Such a thin line. Such a thin line, you know what I'm saying? Such a thin line. Mbappe could have scored, and then the next Swiss man could have stepped up and kicked the ball into row Z, and well, yeah, France celebrates. Woo, they got off, and the Swiss go home crying, but it's the other way around. Wow, cannot believe this. Big up to everybody in the chat right now. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. We got 100+ people in here. Make sure you guys get the stream to... We need to get the stream to about 500 thumbs up today because, listen, today is a monumental day in terms of Euro 2020. It's the most prolific day of Euro 2020 not Euro 20. It's the most prolific day of Euro 2020 football, but it's the most prolific day in the history of the Euros, where we've seen 14 goals. There has never been a day of 14 goals at any Euro Championship, whether it's knockout or whether it's match group days. Okay? Woo! Woohoo! Adrenaline. Where do we start? Where do we start, guys? Where do we start? Where do we start? Wait. Focus here, right here. This is where we start. This is where we start. Switzerland win on pens. France 3, Switzerland 3, 5-4 on pens. I predicted France to win the game 2-1, and it was looking like that. Big up to the boy MW Choli, who says Belgium my favorite to win. KDB is ready. Big up to the boy Danny Gold. Like I said, best Euro Cup ever, I think. I also see my boy Thriller in the house. Big up to the boy Demo Dre. How you doing? Smash the likes for the best Euros ever. Julian Coleman in the corner laughing. Was he? Was he laughing? I didn't see that part. I didn't see that part. Grego, Dom, I told you last stream that the Swiss would win. People have been overrating France this year. Yeah, man. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way, man. Let's talk. Let's talk about this game, guys. Let's talk about this game. So, you know, when the nerves settle and the adrenaline stop rushing, and you look back and you just see the way the French came into this match. They came in really handicapped, you know, because this game in Bucharest, France came in with only a 20-man squad, being that 6 players were out injured, 6 players, and they were forced to change their style and their system. Because if you look at the lineup right here, guys, you look at the lineup, 3 at the back. France has been playing 2 at the back all tournament, with Varane and Kimpembe, with a right back and a left back, with two holding midfielders, and with Griezmann, Benzema, and Mbappe. But with this match, they added a third. They actually added a third. Well, there was actually a winger. There was 3 up top. I think it was 4-3-3 all along. But now they switched to, it looks like a 3-5, a 3-5-2 or 3-5, something like that. Don't even know the freaking formation. But it's a different formation than what they've used to be playing. And bringing in Clement Longley at the back with Kimpembe and Varane, with Adrien Rabiot playing as a left wing back, and Pavard, who has not been good at this tournament at all, guys. He has not been good. He has been exposed big time at this tournament. Pogba, best player of the tournament for the French, and they would bow out in the round of 16. Kylian Mbappe didn't really live up to expectation. But they made 3 changes, bringing in Rabiot for Hernandez, left back. Pavard came in for Jules Koundé, who played right back in the last game. And Clement Longley joined as a third defender, third center back. For the Swiss, guys, I was busy at the start of this game, and I didn't get to write down if the Swiss actually made any changes. So we're not going to get too much into that right now. But if you look at their 11, it's been the same guys that we've been seeing all tournament. Akanji, Elvedi, Rodriguez. But I think Rodriguez usually plays as a left back. But Zuba has been involved a lot more lately. But we're not going to get into that. We're really not going to get into that right about now. But what we have to note is that France changed their system. And that was one of their Achilles heel in this game, for sure. So we have Robert Rodriguez saying, Switzerland beats the World Cup winners. Wow. And if I'm not wrong, this is probably the first time that Switzerland has ever moved on from a knockout game in the Euros. I don't quote me on that, but I think I heard about a stat where they haven't qualified from a knockout round since about a long time ago. Long time. Big up to Eric Sternberg. Thank you very much for the $10 Canadian. He says, best football day since the Champions League 2019 semifinals. Indeed, it was a great day. It was a great day, man. It was a great day for football. It was a great day for football. Thank you very much there. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Eric. Mr. Sternberg in the house. So look, man, we have to note that Fernando Rapellini became the first non-European referee to officiate at the Euros in a knockout game. And I think he did become the first non-European referee to also ref in a European championship game as well. So big up to the boy Fernando Rapellini of Argentina. And I think he did a pretty good job in the match. So it was a bright start to the game for the Swiss. And there was a goal in the 15th minute. Zuba with the cross. Very, very good cross. Pavard a bit standoffish with that in that play. And Seferovic, the Benfica man, on the end of that, beating the defenders to put it past Lloris. So early goal by the Swiss, I think that actually stunned the French. They couldn't believe that they were on the back foot. And France do not really have to chase games a lot. They were made to chase that game against Hungary. Remember that, guys? When they had to chase the game against Hungary and they ended up drawing 1-1. So we knew that they came into this game not in top gear. They haven't come out of second gear all tournament. 2 draws. They barely beat Germany. Well, someone say I shouldn't say barely beat. A win is a win. But look, they barely beat Germany. They barely did. Barely. An own goal. Right? They couldn't they couldn't beat Portugal and they couldn't beat Hungary. And being pegged back so early in the game by a very spirited Swiss team give the French another challenge. They had to come from behind. They had to fight. And I must say that Steven Zuba has been the X factor for Switzerland at this tournament. Not Shaqiri, it's Zuba. Remember what he did for Turkey. Rabiot against Turkey. He did against Turkey. Rabiot, he had a chance in the 29th minute, blasted over. And France were finding it very, very, very hard to break down the Swiss in the first half. It was mainly France trying to get back in the game, the Swiss defending well, and there was a few look-ins, of course. Nothing really to test Lloris. The second half came. Kingsley Coman came on, and then is when the game actually changed. I think the Coman substitution actually made the French better going forward, and we began to see the best of the French. Embolo, he almost created a chance in around the 50th minute, but it was foiled. And in the 54th minute was when the foul came by Zuba. Zuba got fouled. The French defender took down Zuba. Referee had to go, refer to VAR, and he pointed to the spot. This is where the game changed. This is where the game swung. The game swung right here. But then, as we know, it swung back towards the Swiss guys. So, we got to take our time and break this match down. Ricardo Rodriguez stepping up to the spot, missing his penalty. It could have meant that was a moment Switzerland got knocked out of the tournament. And it almost ended up being that exact moment, because after Lloris saved that, I think the French had a little bit more. It's like they had a little bit more energy, and they realized that, hey, wait. We almost just lost this game. They did lose the game, but they almost just lost the game. Okay? They almost just lost the game. And they said, hey, man, we need to get back into this. We got to get back into this. So big up to Juan Ortega dropping Mexican $100. What is that? 100 pesos? Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. You the real deal, Juan Ortega. But look, that penalty miss by Ricardo Rodriguez, it gave the French a lifeline. And I could see the heads dropped when they missed the penalty, because if Ricardo Rodriguez had scored, This game would have never went to extra time. It would have never went to penalty. The Swiss would have won the game, maybe 2-1 or something. But the French got the confidence. Mbappe had a shot in the 57th minute. He blasted it wide, and they were threatening. And then is when Benzema got his goal. Set up by Kylian Mbappe. Had to pull the ball from behind, and it was more skillfulness from the French than the Swiss not able to actually defend the ball. If you understand what I'm saying. It took a moment of magic by Karim Benzema and Kylian Mbappe to break down that Swiss wall. 1-1, the French back in the game. And in less than 90 seconds, Benzema was at it again. Griezmann with the assist, Mbappe involved in the build-up. Benzema in the back of the net celebrates the header. And I'm like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This ain't looking good. I actually wrote down on my paper that Switzerland shot the bed. Literally, that they shit the bed. You see what I'm saying? They shot themselves in the foot. You missed the penalty, and then you allow France to get back in the game. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was actually seeing. I'm like, these lucky bastards. I'm like, how lucky could you be? How lucky could you be? You get what I'm saying? You're 1-0 down. The Swiss gets a penalty. They miss the penalty, missed a chance to go 2-0 up, and then they end up being 2-1 down. I'm like, these French, listen, the French are so lucky. How lucky could you be? But after seeing the heads of the Swiss drop, their heads just dropped, and I was like, God damn, these guys. Oh man, I felt so bad because I thought that, well, we did get the upset, but at the moment, in that moment, I thought that, yeah, we were going to see an upset and it's not going to happen. France is actually, you know, they pull a rabbit out the freaking hat here and they survived. And to make matters worse, Paul Pogba, man. Paul Pogba with that moment of brilliance. That goal, oh my God, how good was that goal? How good is Pogba when he's playing for France? Very. How good is he when he's playing for Man United? Not very good. But for France, this man is just world class. But for United, he's ass. Simple. Pardon my language, but I couldn't be more correct. I couldn't be more correct. But Kingsley Coman came on and he was killing the Swiss down the left flank with the burst of pace and just the skillfulness. He changed the game. He was the catalyst. And all the French needed to do was hold what they have. They tried. But they tried. They tried. Because substitutions were made. Sissoko came on. They tried. But the Swiss would just, they just wouldn't die. They just would never give up. And you gotta praise the Swiss for this effort, man. You gotta praise the Swiss for this effort. Because when Kevin Mbabu crossed that ball to Seferovic and he leaped ahead of the French defense and put it in the back of the net, I was like, oh my God, game on again, 3-2, 3-2. I'm like, surely the French has to hold on. Like, how are you 3-1 up and you're world champions against a team who hasn't beat you in a competitive game in God knows when, and you give up a lead like this? But you got to give it to Petkovic though. Vladimir Petkovic made the changes. He brought on Gavranovic, who's been around for a very long time. Remember last night I was actually talking about who was around the last time these two teams played? Gavranovic was one of the players on the bench. So you got to give it to him. A player who we have to actually give some praises right now, Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka, what a pass. What a pass. What a pass, man. That was exquisitely passed to Gavranovic, cut apart the French defense, and It wasn't done there. Gavranovic still had a lot of work to do. Did you guys see how he put Kimpembe on his ass? Oh my God. Woo! Woo! It's so hot. It's so hot in here. I think I'm the reason why it's hot in here, because I'm still buzzing. I'm still pumped up right now. Just pumped up talking about this game. And Gavranovic with the finish. 3-3. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I can't believe this game is going to extra time. I really can't believe. And then Mehmedi had a chance that he had a bad touch on. He could have finished it off. And then we had a situation where Coman hit the crossbar. Coman hit the crossbar, and it could have been the end of it for the Swiss. And that's when I say there's such a thin line between glory and despair, disappointment. Thin line between joy and sorrow. You see what I'm saying? Extra time, 30 minutes. And that 30 minutes of extra time couldn't separate the two teams. Coman struggled with injury. He was taken off. You know, not a lot of chances really created. Pavard picked up a yellow card where he would have missed the next game. That could have been a good thing for the French, because Pavard has not been good. Mbappe had a chance that he put wide. You know, and that was a really good ball, man. That was a good ball. And then Mbappe, you know, he had another one. He had two chances that he put wide. One from Coman and the other from Pogba. That was an exquisite ball by Paul Pogba. And Mbappe had a poor tournament. I know he was involved in the build-up for two of these goals today for France, but overall, he was simply poor. I have to say that Ruben Vargas looked really good in the game. Thuram was subbed off. No, Thuram was subbed on for Coman, who came on as a sub, and it was just you know, France had their opportunities. They just didn't finish well. Pogba, a nice ball again to Thuram. Giroud with a shot, wasted. Giroud with another header. Sommer with the save. Swiss had a late free kick, but Granit Xhaka blasted it over. It went to penalties. Everyone except Kylian Mbappe scored their penalty, and it's over for the French. Over for the French. It has to go down to game management. The game was not well managed. The game was not well managed by France. It wasn't. But you got to give it to the Swiss for having that never say die attitude. Because when they were 3-1 down, they could have given up. They could have just said whatever, it's over. But they kept fighting. And France kept giving them opportunities. That's the crazy thing. France just kept giving them opportunities. They were not good. They were not good at Euro 2020. And it goes back to my Group F review. And I don't think a lot of you guys watched my Group F review, where I said the only team I was impressed with, from Group F was Hungary. And now we have seen Portugal knocked out from Group F, France knocked out from Group F. Are we going to see England knocking out Germany tomorrow? I won't be surprised, but I did pick Germany to go through, and we will talk about that later. But it seems like all the Group F teams could really be experiencing an early death at Euro 2020. You get it? The group of death? They're not meant to go very far, it seems. Seriously. What a performance by the Swiss, though. I thought that Switzerland were going to get Swiss cheesed up, but it's actually France. It's actually Switzerland doing the Swiss cheesing. Rightfully. But wow, what are you guys saying in the chat right now? Crow Geek, I am rooting for small teams. The Czech Republic, Denmark, and Switzerland. Kevin McDaniel. England ain't beating nobody. It's time to go bloody home. Oh my God, you guys are funny, man. Grego, Dom, Mbabu was so good for Switzerland today. Listen, the first time I saw this guy, Kevin Babu, his name is Babu. The M is silent. Kevin Babu was for young boys. Oh my God, he was so good. And that was when young boys actually prevented Dinamo Zagreb from getting into the Champions League. That was, I think, back in 2018 or 19. I think that was 2019. That had to be 2019. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that had to be 2019. And from his brilliance, he got a move to Wolfsburg. And Wolfsburg went from struggling in the relegation playoffs to back in the Champions League. And it's because of guys like Kevin Babu. So, gotta give it to him, man. Thriller. Akanji also had a solid performance. Indeed he did. And that was a solid penalty as well, taken by Akanji. Very, very good penalty. Big up to the boy Shimpu Pimpu, who says, don't mention it, Dom. I remember him. And Fasnash. I don't remember Fashnat, but I remember Mbabu in that game, man. Adam Diacartes, he sung French. Those who said that the Croatian masquerading as Swiss would also accept the Africans masquerading as French. Ooh. Oh man. I get where you're going there, but we're not gonna go down there though. MCW says, well done, Switzerland. Terrific night, especially. Well said. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the stream. Let's get the stream to 200 thumbs up. This is the quickest we got to 100 likes. God damn it, we're doing the damn thing today. We're doing it today, man. We're on absolute fire today. You guys are the real deal. I knew it. What else are you saying, man? Danny go, Sweden be like, hold my beer. And France oblige it. They oblige. Like, yeah, okay, I hold the beer. Placharo is saying, hey, Dom, imagine the 2022 World Cup. That's going to be so unpredictable. Imagine what we're going to be doing for the 2022 World Cup. We'll be live every day. Every World Cup day, we'll be live. There'll be uploads, reactions. There'll be, I got the formula, guys. I think I got the formula. I got the tournament formula, man. I got it. I got the hookup. I got the tournament formula. It's been a good tournament, man. Grego, France was asleep last 10 minutes of the second half. Looked like they didn't care. Well, they paid. They really, really paid. Antoine Eugene, Swiss cheese versus French fries. The Swiss cheese won. Swiss cheese. So we have Paul Bundesen. Elvedi was a monster today. Nico Elvedi, right side of the defense. So Granit Xhaka got the man of the match. And we really gotta give some praises to Granit Xhaka, because he's usually a hothead, right? He's usually a hothead, and he usually gets sent off and all sorts of nonsense. But he was on the money today. He was really on the money. He was really, really on the money, and you definitely gotta give it to him. As you guys can see here, back to the game. Look. Kingsley Coman came on for Longley. Obviously, it wasn't working with three at the back. So the French had to revert. And it's not until they reverted to their old formation that they came back in the game. But because of the determination from Switzerland, it exposed the French backline. And look at this change. Only the second substitution of the game. Shaqiri, their talisman, taken off. Mario Gavanovic came on, and Gavanovic has been very, very threatening coming off the bench. A lot of times he's been offside, but today he was damn good for that goal. He was really, really good for that goal, man. I think there was a moment where the Swiss even scored, but it was it was offside. But I didn't really make note of that because I don't really talk about offside goals like that. But look at the substitutes there. Vidmir off. Mbabu with the life. You guys even realize how fast this guy runs? Look at what Vladimir Petkovic did. Vladimir Petkovic outclassed Didier Deschamps. Look at this. So we could say it was a Vladimir Petkovic masterclass. Look at this. Let's look at the substitutions right here. 2 subs made. Gavranovic and Babu came on, affected the game for the last 2 goals to bring Switzerland back in the game. You see that, right? I know you're seeing that. Zuma take it off. Fashnat, the aforementioned Fashnat, Christian Fashnat on. Look at this. Embolo off. Ruben Vargas, who came on and was a burst of life. Look at this again. Look, I know you're seeing this right. I know you're seeing this right. Why did France take so long to bring on substitutes to manage this game and see off the Swiss? Why did they take so long? Why did they take so long? These are the questions we have to ask. Even when Seferovic scored, the French still had time. They had time. Did they have anyone to bring on? Because the squad have been suffering from a lot of injuries. They had Kurt Zuma. They had Luca Hernandez. They had Zuma, they had Hernandez. And some people may say, why wasn't Ben Yedder given a chance at the Euros? You see what I'm saying? If you need goals, why Ben Yedder was never given a chance? You see what I'm saying? Why? How many subs used by Deschamps? He never used all his subs. Thuram, 1. Coman, he came on and came off. So how does that count? That just counted. But still, look at that. Giroud and Sissoko, they didn't use, and they had an extra one in extra time. He didn't use the players that he had at his disposal. Even needing a goal late in the game, what happened to Ben Yedder? Why not bring on Ben Yedder? Isn't that why you took him to the Euros? Didn't you take him there to score goals? You see what I'm saying? I don't get it. Lemar, these guys could have came on and affected the game. He had the subs. He didn't use them. Maybe he was thinking about penalties and keeping the players on that's going to take the penalties. That's a thing. That's a thing as well. Didier Deschamps got it wrong. The French were not good at Euro 2020. And today is the day they were exposed by the Swiss. Today is the day. Can't put it any other way. Today has been the day. Santos Basquet. Why did they bring on Sissoko? Listen. Griezmann off, Sissoko on. Not a bad substitution, seeing that Sissoko could be a defensive player, but it didn't work. It came in the 88th minute. And when did the goal come? In the 90th minute. You see? Go back up, check the goal, 90th minute. So this change may have caused the goal, because with a new player coming on, it could have thrown the whole setup out of whack. You see what I'm saying? A little break in play, loss in concentration. You get it? Beautiful ball. Listen, man. Listen. What a freaking ball by Granit Xhaka. Then is when you needed a Kurt Zuma on the field. Maybe the player that he should have brought on was a Kurt Zuma. You're winning the game. You are winning the game. You bring on Zuma. You bring Zuma on. I could put it any way. Bring on Zuma. You take off Griezmann. You see out the game. You win. You live to fight another day. You play Spain. But now it's the Swiss playing Spain. It was a poor display by France. Poor. Very, very poor. Very, very poor, man. Very poor. Silent hit, silent kill. If you're having a bad day, remember France lost a 3-1 lead. That's the thing. You see what I mean? Big up to the boy Ivan Yu in the house. Big up to Crow Geek, Aviator F22 Mustafa, Albatron, who said football is unpredictable. Indeed. Big up to Chicken Man in the house. Edin Kulasic. Bosnia will win over France. Let's go Bosnia. Good luck. Good luck. See? A lot of people are already believing they could beat France. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. Big up to the boy Thriller from Manila, who says not a Liverpool fan, but I'm rooting for this guy, Shaqiri. Yeah. Oh, man. Listen, man. Kylian Mbappe. I don't know, bro. You have to put that away. You have to put that away. People hold you in high regard, Kylian Mbappe. You cannot miss. You cannot miss. You just lost some rating there, Kylian. You lost a lot of ratings, man. Seriously. For a player of your stature, you see what I'm saying? You cannot miss a penalty in a crunch match like that, Mbappe. Seriously. I can't forgive you for that one. I know it's harsh, but sport is harsh. It is very harsh. You see what I'm saying? It is very, very, very harsh. I think I need to update this thumbnail and get this picture of Kylian Mbappe on it with his head, with his hands holding his head. That's what I need to do, because I actually did the thumbnail before the penalty shootout, so I need to get Mbappe on the thumbnail, man. You know, I can't have Benzema up there celebrating like that, because there's nothing for the French to celebrate right now. Nothing at all. What, you guys agree with me? You guys agree with me? They should not be celebrating about a goddamn thing. You see what I mean? So as I update this freaking thumbnail right now, while we live, I'm actually on Photoshop right now, updating this thumbnail. Skills, you know, skills. So, all right. So yeah, man, I'm gonna give you guys some stats right now, and then we're gonna talk a bit about the game between Croatia and Spain. And if you guys have anything else to add to this one, feel free to do so. All right. So let's get to the stats. In this game, France had 26 shots at goal, you know. 26, man. 8 on target, 55% of the ball. 55% of the ball, 623 passes with an 89% pass accuracy. They committed 14 fouls. They had 8 corners. I repeat, 26 shots at goal. 26. I repeat, 26. I kid you not. 26. 26. Did it score? They scored 3. Wasn't good enough. Big up to the Swiss, who had 12 shots at goal, 6 on target, 45% of the ball, 533 passes with an 84% pass accuracy. So solid stats here from the Swiss, though. They weren't outplayed at all. They were only outplayed for 20 minutes of the game, when France came back to score 3. That's when they were outplayed in the game. For the rest of the game, they were 50-50. They were level. And they shocked us all. They shocked us all. They really shocked us, because I didn't predict it. And if we go over to my community tab right now, I'm going to go over to the community tab. I'm just going to check the poll that I put up today. And the poll, France, 74% predicted France to beat Switzerland. I had 529 votes. I put up the poll kind of late, but, you know, still 74% of the people predicted Switzerland to lose. Do you believe this? Do you believe this? You better believe. You best believe. You best believe. You best freaking believe. Amazing. Amazing. What we're going to do, guys, I'm going to head on over to Up to Joe, and we're going to talk about some Up to stats. We're going to calm it down a little, give you guys some more factual information on this game. This is a big game. This is a big game. We could talk all day about this game. This is a big game, man. This is a big game. And look, let's get down to the nitty-gritty here in terms of the stats, okay? We have a lot of them to go through. It's a lot right here. Let's start with this one, guys. Let's talk. And big up to everybody in here. Appreciate the patience. Appreciate the support. Because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do this without you. I really can't. Really can't do this without you. You see what I mean? So, look. 7. France are unbeaten in their last 7 meetings with Switzerland. They're still unbeaten. They technically did not lose the game. They lost on pens, but they came in unbeaten, winning 3, drawing 4. So if you look at those 4 draws, that's a very good stat for the Swiss. And you could add a 5th, which is very, very good. That is quality. That is indeed quality. That is quality. That is quality. So guys, I've updated the thumbnail for the stream while I'm live. Didn't even know I could do that, but I just did it. But I'm doing it because I'm inspired, man. I'm inspired by the Swiss bravery. Swiss bravery. I couldn't believe it. All right, so let me read this again. France are unbeaten in their last 7 meetings with Switzerland. Their longest ever unbeaten run against the Swiss. Although 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two sides have finished level. And you could add this one. So, look. We expected France to win based on the fact that they're World Cup freaking winners. They're the champions of the world right now, and that's what we expected. We never expected them to get knocked out in the round of 16. And guys like Griezmann never even came to the party, man. You see what I'm saying? And they got Barcelona paying 100 mil for these guys. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Talk about a waste of 100 mil. Seriously. Like if you wanna learn how to waste 100 mil, just ask Barcelona and what they did with Dembele and Griezmann and who else did they, and Coutinho. Like, come on, talk about a waste of 400 mil. You see what I'm saying? Waste. Anyways, look and then talk about freaking Dembele. Talk about Dembele. Talk about Coleman. These guys could never stay fit. They could never stay fit. And how does the French team have 6 guys out injured? What is going on? You see what I'm saying? What is going on? Could we actually question Didier Deschamps' selection policy? Could we go and question that? You know who's laughing right now? You know who's laughing? I don't know if anyone mentioned it today. You know who's laughing? Aymeric Laporte. Aymeric Laporte. Laporte. He's laughing. He's laughing. He gotta be laughing. Because what Didier Deschamps did to him, not really picking him like that. And then Spain moving on to the quarters and France getting knocked out. Laporte is having a beer right now, you know what I'm saying? Laporte is having a nice time. And guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up to 200 thumbs up. Do appreciate that. Do appreciate that. Let's talk again. Let's go. Let us go. Let's talk about these up to stats. 23. Antoine Griezmann has appeared in each of France's last 23 major tournament games. A record for a player with Le Bleu that last played without that. A record for a player with Le Bleu that last played without him in such competition for the first time during the quarterfinal. Man, this thing is written real stupid. What kind of writing is this? You know what I'm saying? That's poor writing, man. They last played with him in the quarterfinal of Euro 2012. God damn. Jeez, have me looking like I can't read. But Griezmann has been key, but didn't show up. He got taken off. Didn't show up today. This is the man right there, Steven Zuba. These are the guys you got to pay freaking 100 mil for, man. But that'll never happen. That will never happen. That will happen. Steven Zuba has provided his 4th assist at Euro 2020. No player has ever provided more at a single European Championship tournament since recorded data in 1980. Cross. Big up to the boy Steven Zuba. Listen, listen. You cannot listen. You cannot. This is big. This is big, and the Swiss are through because of this guy and others, but this guy and this guy too. Haris Seferovic is the 2nd player from Switzerland to score in consecutive games at European Championships, the first being Hakan Yakin in 2008. Woohoo! 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 France are out. 1. Hugo Lloris is the first French goalkeeper to save a penalty in a major game at a tournament, Euros/World Cup, since Fabien Barthez versus England at Euro 2004. Pivotal. And look, you have to feel for Lloris, right? He saved the penalty, kept France in the game, and then they came back and they let the Swiss back, and then they Lloris was let down by Mbappe. But at least Lloris should have saved one. You see what I'm saying? So the whole team were poor. They were poor. The whole team. The whole team. We got more here. 4. There were just 4 minutes and 3 seconds between Hugo Lloris's penalty save and Karim Benzema's second goal, putting France 2-1 up. Turnaround. That was a big turnaround. And I think these were made live, guys. These were made at the time when the things happened. And I was like, oh my God, how lucky are these French bastards? How lucky are they? And if any French persons are in here, I don't mean it like that. Okay, so chill. But how lucky could they be? Missed the penalty. Switzerland could have gone 2-0 up, and they came back. And they scored another. And we're going to talk about that one right now. Look. Badam. We're going to talk about, that one. Look. 4 of Paul Pogba's last 5 goals for France has come from outside the box, including each of the last 3. Worldy. Indeed, a worldy. Awesome goal. After all that, you guys are lost. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Seriously. Get out of here. And at that time, I counted out the Swiss, but we're going to be talking about the Swiss right now. Look here. 3. Switzerland have scored 3+ goals in consecutive major tournament matches, Euros, World Cups, for the first time since 1954 World Cup. Rampant. Rampant. Okay? Rampant, baby. 3-3. Heading into the shootout, Switzerland have lost their only 2 previous penalty shootouts at major tournaments, Euros and World Cups, while France have won 3 of their 6, losing their most recent one, however, versus Italy at the 2006 World Cup final. And of course, we know they lost again, and we should have another one here. Here we go. 14. Only June 23rd, 2021 has produced more goals, 18 in 4 games on a single day in European Championship history than the 14 goals scored in today's 2 games. Yeah, I was wrong about that. I said no match they produced more goals, but yeah, I was wrong about that. 18 goals. This tournament has been special though, you know what I mean? But it's the most in a knockout in a knockout day. It's crazy. We have more. 3. France have been eliminated in their last 3 games in which they played extra time in major tournaments, Euro and World Cup. As many as their first 11 out. And that's what? World Cup 2006, Euro 2016, and now Euro 2020. Oh, God. Even with N'Golo Kante in the team, the French still lost. I can't believe this. They should have let Kante take the penalty. They should have. You see what I mean? I don't know why Kante didn't take a penalty. He should have taken a penalty. He should have. And you got to give it to the Swiss, though. You got to give it to the Swiss. They let their defenders take the penalties, and they still won. Defenders. Well, 2 defenders. Still won. Got to give it to them. Congratulations to Switzerland. Congrats. 67, for the first time in 67 years, World Cup 1954, Switzerland have reached the quarterfinal of a major tournament, which means that it's the first time since 1954 that they have won a knockout game. That's what I was talking about earlier. Okay? So this is huge, man. Big up to the boy Granit Xhaka on his way to AS Roma, leaving Arsenal. And big up to the boy Vladimir Petkovic, who has, he's looking good right now. You know what I mean? He's looking better than ever right about now. And we have a lot more. I'm going to give you one more and then we're going to move on. 2010. France have failed to reach the quarterfinal stage of a major tournament for the first time since the 2010 World Cup. Shocked. It's a shocker. It's a shocker. Julian is saying no Ballon d'Or for Kante. Who's going to get the Ballon d'Or then? Who's going to get the Ballon d'Or? Who's going to get it? Lewandowski, maybe. Thriller. Good thing Rodriguez was subbed out during the shootout. He probably wouldn't have been confident. And he's one of their better dead ball specialists too, so yeah. Isaiah Paskin says, I originally had France winning 1-0 today. Should have given Switzerland more credit. Me too. So, big up to the boy Zachary Lewa Easy. Roy Pontes, Ballon d'Or, Lewandowski. Quality. Big up to the boy Dupe, who says Messi. Crucial, the slime god, Lewandowski. 80 Booth. That's what happens when you know you're leaving Arsenal. Oh, Mourinho must be impressed by that Xhaka pass. Start off the match. So, guys, it took us an hour to talk about this game. But that'll be it in terms of talking about France versus Switzerland. We will touch on it again later if anybody drop any good comments. But the start of the match, Granit Xhaka hugging his boss Vladimir Petkovic. This was a real shocker, man. Celebrating with the Swiss fans over there in the corner as well. The French were poor. They were poor. Poor. Very, very poor. Poor substitutions. Just overall poor game management. And I never expected this. I expected better. Seriously. I expected better, man. You see what I'm saying? I really did. I expected better. See what I'm saying? I expected better. I really did. Oh, man. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? Talk to me. Crucial, Longley, Clown. He was taken off at halftime. Waste. A lot of big players, a lot of big star players are already out. Crazy, says F. Aviator F22. Indeed. Look, let's just take a look at who's left in the tournament before we move on. We got to move on right about now. But they updated it. They updated the website. Switzerland shootout wins close stunning night of Euro football. Awesome. Switzerland edged France on penalties. Awesome. So, look. Let's take a look at fixtures and results. Right now we have Denmark beating Wales 4-0. Italy beating Austria 2-1 after extra time. That was a good game. We've had a lot of good games so far, you know. Czech Republic upsetting the Netherlands 2-0. Okay? Remember, the Czech Republic were finalists of Euro 1996. The Netherlands won the Euro in 1988. Remember that. Belgium won. Portugal 0. Belgium were in the finals back in 1980, I think. Yeah, 1980. They had a good team around then. Then Croatia 3, Spain 5, France 3, Switzerland 3. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. Croatia 3, Spain 5. England, Germany, Sweden, Ukraine coming up. All right? So, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to head to the bathroom. I need to blow my nose. I'm really congested. And I'll be back to talk about this game. So, I want you to enjoy this nice lo-fi hip-hop beat in the meantime. And just take a breather. Take a breather. All right. Thank you very much for your patience. I'm back in the house. You know what I mean? It's real life. It's reality TV, man. You know what I mean? They say, listen, there ain't nothing fake about this. You know, I'm human. Gotta blow my nose, man. Listen. Am I good? I'm good? I'm good, guys. I'm good. Let me know if I'm good. Let me know if I'm good. You guys are my peeps. Let me know if I'm good. Let me know if I'm good. Let me know if I'm good. Taha Bezri says we hear that. Let me know if I'm good, man. Big up to my boy. I got my, oh man, I haven't seen you in a long time. OBOKK who says, oh man. Oh, here we go. Mbappe is overhyped. He never showed up in big matches. In the Champions League, City kept him silent. He has played 10 games for France and only scored once. Liverpool shouldn't bother buying him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. But I don't know why I got so congested though. What I think, you know? Do you know? Let me see if that, let me see. Yes. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. While watching the Croatia game today, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing that Ferran Torres could win Best Young Player of the tournament. I was thinking the same exact thing. There's also Damsgaard. Could throw him in the hat. Who else? There's also maybe Patrick Schick. Is he eligible? No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not eligible. Who else? Damsgaard, Ferran Torres, Dani Olmo, maybe eligible. But let's talk about the game Croatia-Spain. I feel a lot better, man. I really needed to go to the bathroom there. I think, you know when a kid is crying, or even an adult is crying, they always get all snotty. I think it's because I got all hot and bothered about the whole penalty shootout and talking about France and Switzerland. My nose was like, oh, I don't know what happened. Oh my God, if you're eating, I'm sorry, but God damn, I was congested. But anyways, Pedri as well, Kashtub, thank you very much. Zachary says Foden could show up now. Too late. But Pedri is looking good. Ferran Torres is looking good. And Sebastian says, Ferran Torres, what a player. He bullied the center back. Yeah, Ferran Torres played well today, man. He bulked up. Ferran Torres put on a little bit of size, and I like that. Beware, guys. Beware to all the Ferran Torres haters. We know he didn't start too well. He scored goals, a lot of tap-ins, but the man looked good at Euro 2020, man. Jesus Christ. God damn. Let us go. Let us talk. Isaac as well. Thank you very much. Coming in with the nominations. Appreciate it, man. All right, so let's go back. I'm good again. I might need to get up and blow my nose again if I feel kind of congested, but still. Let us do this. It's been a tough time for me covering this tournament. It's not easy going to work, watching these games, coming off of work, have 1 hour between the games, have to make a review of one of the games, and then, oh man, it's been rough. I'm telling you guys, it's been really, really rough doing this, but only the strong survive. And make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. We need 21 more thumbs up to hit 200 likes. That don't happen very, very often where we get 200 likes. Okay, guys? A live stream. It does not happen very, very often. And what we're doing right now, we are breaking down these round of 16 games. We already spoke about the France versus Switzerland. We came over from the penalty shootout. We broke down the game. I gave you stats. I gave you my thoughts. I give you opinions. I give you facts. I give you up to stats. You guys give me your opinions in the chat as well. And we all chimed in and we broke it down to the T. We did good. We could talk about it a little, some more later. But for now, we are talking about Croatia 3, Spain 5. I have a lot of notes written down. I have a lot of notes for this one. A lot of notes. So, the referee, Turkish ref, Jaker, very good ref, I must say. Managed the game very well. And Croatia, changes coming into this game. Chaleta Sa for the suspended Lovren. And Ante Rebic for Ivan Perisic, who is out with COVID-19. Or maybe we say COVID-21, because 2021, whatever. But look, this COVID thing needs to leave already. I'm fed up with this COVID thing. Have you guys gotten your COVID vaccine shot? I got it already, both doses. So safe to say I won't die from COVID. Hopefully, there's a Delta variant out there. Let's hope the variant does not get any one of us. So let's not even think about this. Let's just keep our minds off of that right now. Let's not even talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Anyways, let's move on. Croatia 3, Spain 5, an 8-goal thriller. All right? That didn't even come out. That didn't even come out too well. Sometimes you try to talk, you try to get the words out right, and they never come out right. That's part of it. That is part of it. That is definitely part of it. But let's go back here, man. Look, it is so hot in New York today. I had to do it casual, man. I had to put on the tank top. You know what I'm saying? I had to. So, yeah. But look, 8 goals. 8. The last time these two teams met, they produced a 5-goal thriller. And then the previous match, Spain smashed Croatia 6-0. So we've had some good games between these teams, man. We have. And the last, Euro 2016, Croatia did beat Spain, right? Was it 2012? No, it can't be 2012. Spain won in 2012. It was 2016 that Croatia beat Spain, I think. So, oh, man. Listen. These guys are actually, producing some freaking classicers these days. Look, Spain, they made changes. Jose Luis Gaya came in for Jordi Alba. That was a surprise inclusion. I was actually looking to see if Jordi Alba was injured, but he wasn't. He did tweak his ankle. He did tweak his ankle in the last game, but he was fine. And we know that Jordi Alba and Luis Enrique, they have their problems. But Jose Luis Gaya started, and Ferran Torres for Moreno. Remember, Torres came off the bench in the last game and scored. This guy is getting into the habit of scoring a lot of goals. You see what I'm saying? You go down to Ferran Torres here. What a tournament he's having, though. You see what I mean? What a turn. Wait, let's say Spain goes on. Let's say Spain go on to win this thing. Ferran Torres could actually get player of the tournament. And young player of the tournament. 21 years old, 4 matches played, 2 goals, 1 assist. You see that? Look at his passing accuracy. Look at his discipline. 5 balls recovered as well. So he's helping out. Big up to the boy Ferran Torres, who's ranked number 23 as of now. Who's ranked number 1, though? That'll be an interesting thing to know. But we're not going to get into that right about now. I can't really find out who's ranked number 1. But Ferran Torres has been a key player for Spain. So there's a stat before the game that said, and this is how big this performance was from Croatia. There was a stat on the UEFA website that said Spain has not conceded more than 1 goal in any of their last 27 international games. And it has to be Croatia that did it the last time in that 3-2 win. It has to be. It has to be. I'm not going to dig into it right now, but it has to be. You see what I'm saying? It has to be, because that is a very, very, very good stat. That is a good stat. And Croatia put 3 past Spain today. So we can't underestimate what we can't discount, I should say, what Croatia did today. It was so huge. It was so huge. So the winner would have played France or Switzerland. Ends up being Switzerland. And this game will be in St. Petersburg, Russia. Some things that we have to note in this game, and you have to give Luis Enrique some credit. You got to give him some credit for this. Azpilicueta at right back. He did not start the first 2 games at right back. It was the 3rd match that he came in for Marcos Llorente, and Spain picked up 2 draws. When Azpilicueta, who won the Champions League with Chelsea, he didn't only win the Champions League, you know, against my team, Man City. He lifted the trophy as captain. Yeah, like, oh my God, like, I keep rubbing it into my own skin. I don't know why I keep doing that, but I keep. Azpilicueta actually started the 2nd game as well. So the first game he didn't start, but the 2nd game he did. And wait, no, I'm lying. I'm looking at the Slovakia match. Pardon me. Spain versus Poland. That's the game I need to check right now to make sure that what I'm saying there is right. I am right. Azpilicueta did not start any of the first 2 games. That's why you should never second guess yourself, okay? Remember this. Dominic is telling you this. Never, ever second guess yourself. So, look, Azpilicueta, his importance, his leadership qualities in this Spain team, it goes a long way. He did pop up to score the 2nd goal today as well. So, I actually noted that before he scored the goals. Marcos Llorente in the team, 2 draws. Azpilicueta in the team, 2 wins, 5 goals for Spain in each of those games. So it has to be something with Azpilicueta. The Laporte, Eric Garcia partnership at the back also has to, you know, you got to mention that. Both players played at Manchester City. Garcia has now moved on to Barcelona. Laporte might move on as well. Who knows? He's not number 1 at City anymore, so who knows what he'll do. And you know, let us see how that one goes with Laporte. And I also noted that Luka Modric was the only Real Madrid player on the field for the entire game. And we you know, that's a dig at Real Madrid. Not, you know, Spain not taking any Real Madrid players to the Euros, and it could actually turn out to be a good thing, right, guys? Think about it. So I actually made a note to myself to take my time and analyze this game. I have to take my time and analyze this game because this game was a very, very, very tricky game. First 15 minutes, Spain were dominant. Croatia were under defense. And then as soon as I'm saying this game has started kind of, you know, slow, boring. A lot of sideways passing by Spain. A lot of tiki-taka. Nothing really threatening. Pedri then put in a brilliant ball to Koke, and he forced a big save out of Dominic Livakovic, who I have to mention before I forget. Dominic Livakovic, how he has matured so much as a player. As a goalkeeper, he has stepped up. And Croatia now has a player between the sticks that they can trust. They can say, I trust this guy, because he pulled off some really big saves in this game and he kept Croatia in the match, and he took the game to extra time, and Croatia, you know, with the never ever say die attitude, almost pull off the unthinkable. We knew Spain were going to win this game. Even though I predicted Croatia to win, I did predict the game to go the full distance, and it almost did go to penalties, but it's because Livakovic and his brilliant goalkeeping. There was another brilliant moment for Spain. Ferran Torres with a wonderful cross to Alvaro Morata. This guy is so frustrating. I know he scored today, and it was an important goal that he scored to separate the two teams, but goddamn Morata, how bad are you? You're bad. Listen, you are bad. You are bad. You are bad when you only hit 3 out of 15. You're bad. That's only 20. That's what? That's a 3 out of 12 is 25%. I don't want to complicate the math. Less than 20% of the chances he takes. It's bad. And the last time Croatia and Spain did meet, Morata did score. It was a losing cause. I think that was in 20. Well, when was that? That was in 2014. I can't even remember. But now the last time they met at a major tournament, that is. But Morata, very, very wasteful. And then the moment came. And I just want to keep it real with you guys, right? I was at work. You saw my reaction video. I was at work. And then this guy called me. And what happened, I got to explain this. I just upgraded my phone to an iPhone 12, but I didn't activate the SIM card, and I put in the old SIM card, and it was I think it was causing some network issues. Plus, I had used up all my data watching games at work, all my data for the month, 50 megabytes, because I had the bottom package for T-Mobile. So today, when I came home, I called up T-Mobile and I said, listen, get rid of that. I need the best package, unlimited data for the whole month, unlimited, no caps. Because I was experiencing some difficulties watching the game. Like a call came in, and as soon as the call came in, the call should go over the footage, and I should decide whether I want to take the call or not. It just knocked my footage out. And I actually missed the own goal. I had to go on Twitter to watch the own goal. And I had to wait for the replay. I couldn't believe when I got the stream back up, I'm like, how? Croatia won? Spain nil? How? Own goal. Jesus Christ. Guys, if it wasn't for copyright reasons, we would have looked at that own goal. But I can't. What an own goal. Too much tiki-taka though. You see what I'm saying? That was way too much tiki-taka. Listen, this is an instance where tiki-taka hurts you. And I don't know what Unai Simon, the Athletic Bilbao keeper, was thinking, but he was a bit too confident, I should say. I should say he played with too much confidence. Croatia with a gift. Croatia never deserved that goal. They never did. They weren't in the. They were defending for their lives. They could hardly string together passes up until that point. They probably had 20% of the ball. I kid you not, 20. And I don't understand how Simon let that ball in. It was given as a Pedri own goal, and. Big up to the boy Adam the Great, man. How are you doing, Adam the Great? Sources say that Dalic is leaving for Turkey. Think Fenerbahce. It might just be a good thing for Croatia, you know what I'm saying? But big up to everybody in here. Appreciate you joining the live stream today. We're back at it again, and we are going to fully and thoroughly break down each of these round of 16 matches. We already did it for the France versus Switzerland, and we're doing it for Croatia versus Spain. We're going to take our time. I have the notes. I might be the only person writing down notes. Okay? I have 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages of notes on that game. We have to break it down. And these are for the people who didn't watch the game or watched the game and didn't really get what went on. Some people just watch the game. I watch the game and I analyze as I watch. It's very difficult. And I write notes as I watch. So, let's break this thing down. Let us break this thing down. Okay? Let's break it down. Let's talk. Let's break this thing down. Let us break this thing down, man. You know what I mean? We have Diego Perez saying, black man. Yes. Black is beautiful. Let's move on. Look. Croatia 1-0 up. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. A gift against the run of play. A gift. And that was the ninth own goal. 9th own goal at Euro 2020, which is a record. I don't think there has been more than 4 own goals at a tournament in the past, at a Euro tournament. It's a weird tournament. So many own goals. I think the players are tired. They have to be tired. They got to be tired. They got to be tired. I repeat, they have to be tired. This is a lot of own goals. Players losing concentration. They're physically and mentally fatigued. Maybe France just shown us. France have just shown us what's going on. Because remember, the French players are top players. They all play for top teams. And they've all been playing a lot of regular football. And when I say regular, I'm not talking about regular, degular, I'm talking about regular, meaning a lot of football. A lot of football for their teams. And they come into the Euros to play high-intensity football, coming through the group of death. And the Swiss push them all the way to 120 minutes. Of course, Mbappe's feet were going to fail. You see what I'm saying? So, look. And Spain pushed to 120 minutes. And then they coming up against Switzerland. Both of them pushed to 120 minutes. What kind of game are we gonna have? You see what I mean? But let's not lose focus here, though. 9th own goal recorded at Euro 2020, and then the big goal came. The big goal where Spain got back in the game. Let's go back small in the inset so you guys could see, a little visual on the screen and all of that. And you could see Alvaro Morata, interviewing and all of that. But 38-minute, Pablo Sarabia, the PSG man, the ball ping-ponged all over the box. And Livakovic with the big save. There may have been a handball shout in the build-up. But luckily for Spain, they got the ball in the back of the net. Sarabia with a very, very, very classy finish. And you could see the way he celebrated. It meant a lot to him. I think that's his 2nd goal of the tournament so far. Pablo Sarabia has been very, very solid. You got to give it to him. He has worked his way into the team after making a few substitute appearances. And has turned out in all 4 games. And that is indeed his 2nd goal. So, good passing accuracy. 8 attempts at goal. 2 assists. He has had a solid tournament. So let's give it up to Pablo Sarabia. One of the lesser known players, though. He plays for PSG, but people don't really know about Sarabia like that. People know about Morata from him missing all those chances. And he did get a chance around the 45th minute where he blasted it over. So it was 1-1 at halftime. And Croatia, I think, were very lucky to still be in the game, because after Croatia got that lucky goal, it was back to the usual thing. Back to the usual business where Spain had most of the ball. Croatia still defending for their lives. A few look-ins here and there, but nothing too clear-cut. Nothing too clear-cut. You gotta mention Bruno Petkovic here. He did absolutely nothing at this tournament. I like Bruno Petkovic. I like when he came back to Dinamo, Dinamo picked him up, I should say, and he has performed admirably for Dinamo Zagreb. But in his 4 games, he played 172 minutes, no goals. Look at the attempts. 2 attempts, and you're the striker. 2 attempts. 63% of passes completed. Bruno Petkovic had a poor tournament. Very, very poor tournament. Very poor. No wonder you're ranked 390. Let's move. I don't know why. I don't know what that ranking means, but it's just funny. But poor tournament for Petkovic. And not to talk about Ante Rebic, though. Oh, my God. This guy has been rotten. 48% passing accuracy. 48. Well, 23 out of 42 is not really 48%, but whatever you forget your math right. There might be a few more things. I don't know why it says 48%, but whatever. 5 attempts at goal, none in the back of the net. He was just awful. Only 1 on target. Awful. He didn't have a good tournament at all. And, Croatia put up a valiant effort here, but I think if these guys were a lot better, it would have been a total different situation here where they would have moved on. Kramaric came on for Petkovic at the halftime break because he wasn't effective at all. And Andre Kramaric is the other one we have to talk about. Kramaric, I'm going to get on you too. I'm going to get on you. I expected a lot better from Andre Kramaric, man. Played in all 4 games as well. No goals, 4 attempts, better passing accuracy. More quality on the ball, but didn't score. And that's why he's in the team to score goals. He's in the team to score goals. Okay? So for let's say the first 10 minutes or so, it was the same stuff from the first half where Spain had most of the ball and they were looking more dangerous. And the third goal, the second goal came, the third goal of the game, which was a second goal for Spain, came in the 57th minute. Ferran Torres with a brilliant cross over to Azpilicueta, and not well defended at all by Joško Vardiol, and Azpilicueta puts it into the back of the net, 2-1. Vardiol. Let's talk a bit about Vardiol. Joško Vardiol, I'm happy that Croatia found someone to play left back. I'm so happy. He's a quality player, right? But his youth and his inexperience it showed in this game. It showed in this game. Before this, he was brilliant at the tournament. But when the pressure situation came up, he folded. I'm not saying he didn't have decent moments in the game, but overall, he got taken advantage of. Believe me, he would move on to RB Leipzig from Dinamo Zagreb. Quality player for the future. So he should use this one as a learning lesson. A learning lesson, yeah. He should use it as a lesson. But he was good. 20 balls recovered, 8 tackles throughout the tournament. You know what I'm saying? 7 clearances completed. He passes the ball very well. So Joško Vardiol is one for the future. But he just had a stinker of a game. All right? And we're going to get deeper. I have to take my time and break this game down, guys. I have to. So bear with me. Bear with me. And if you're in here and you haven't yet smashed the thumbs up button, make sure you do so. I appreciate everybody in here right about now. We have hit 200 thumbs up. Could we hit 300 thumbs up for today's live stream? That would be crazy. Even if we hit 500 thumbs up, that would be absolutely magnificent. That would be magnifique. Even though the French are out, it'll still be magnifique. Okay, but we're breaking down this thing. I'll talk about the Spanish players as well as we go along, but I'm touching on the Croatian players as well. Azpilicueta, I spoke about him earlier, finding himself in an attacking position. Not a lot. He doesn't do it a lot. He more stays back, but he does venture forward quite often, but not as often as a player like Jordi Alba, his opposite fullback later on in the game. I don't think Gaia had a crazy game, nothing really to talk about. Decent at most. He was later replaced. But Azpilicueta, what a header. And we see him do this a lot for Chelsea. You need a player like Azpilicueta in the team. And I think this was a big call by Luis Enrique to actually include him in this squad because he's been in the wilderness for some time. And it's very good that you notice the quality of Azpilicueta, who's one of the most underrated players of his generation. Seriously. He is. He definitely is. And Ferran Torres, who we talked about earlier, what a freaking ball. That was brilliant. And I'm not only talking him up because he's a Man City player. I talked about Ruben Diaz being so bad for Portugal. You see what I'm saying? Bernardo being subpar, Gundogan being subpar. And Ferran Torres, though, this is his first major tournament. And it's his breakout tournament. He's been awesome. I still think Morata is awful, though, but Ferran Torres has been awesome, man. Awesome. So, Croatia needing to chase the game after leading and being equal with Spain. It was something that Croatia prefers to do. Instead of keeping the lead and defending the lead, I think Croatia loves to chase games, loves to give their fans a headache, loves to keep them on the edge of their seats. And they did keep their fans on the edge of their seats because in the 60th minute, being 2-1 down, Croatia only had 28% of the ball up until that time of the game. 28%, 2 shots at goal, none on target, compared to Spain's 72% of the ball, 12 shots at goal, 5 on target. So Spain were dominating and they were leading, and deservedly they were leading the game. One turning point in this game, big turning point in the game, came when Mislav Orsic, who we've been calling for all tournament, came on. And I don't know what was wrong with Mislav Orsic. If there's anybody in here right now know what happened with Mislav Orsic, I never really looked it up, let me know. But big up to everybody in here right about now, man. Big up to Gango, big up to the boy AD, big up to Vika, big up to Zezek, Julian, Mikel Bertini in the house. Everybody in here, man. Appreciate. Oh, I need some water. My voice is failing. Big up to Chicken Man. Everybody in here. Look. Orsic, where was he? World Soccer Channel is saying nothing was wrong with him. Dalic just didn't put him in. I don't get it. I don't get this. Julio Bonilla, where are you from? I'm from New York, but I was born in St. Vincent. Whole Croatia wanted him. Of course we wanted Mislav Orsic. The man single-handedly destroyed Tottenham Hotspur. The man single-handedly got Mourinho fired. Taha Bezri said 300 likes. I think we're going to do it. Guys, smash the thumbs up button. Let's get to 300 thumbs up. Let's do it. Could we get to 300? Oh, man, that would be crazy. But yeah, man. Yeah. Listen. Mikel says, I'm originally from Spain, but I live in Manhattan, New York. Big up to you, Mikel. I live in New York as well. We are New Yorkers, and we're not from originally not from not from New York. Where are the words? Where are the words when you need them? And the hat trick versus Atalanta, of course. That was in the Champions League. That was when? Yeah, when we were all grouped with Atalanta, Man City, Dinamo Zagreb, and I think that was Schalke, I think. I can't remember. But, or Lyon, I can't remember. But, look, Orsic. That was a turning point, and I think that was a good substitution made by Dalic. That is one thing he did good. And Vardiol, he had a shot saved by Simon. That was another look in for Croatia. And you had to give Simon the credit for actually bouncing back. He did really bounce back after that horror moment he had in the game. Spain made a few substitutions. They brought on Pau Torres and Dani Olmo. Eric Garcia went off. And we just look at these substitution right now. Bruno Petkovic off for Kramaric. Kramaric came on, didn't really change the game. But when Orsic came on, right? This is when this was a big moment. A huge moment. Rebic, very poor at this tournament. Very, very disappointed in Rebic. Seriously. Pablo Sarabia off. Dani Olmo on. And this is also another key moment for Spain. Because Olmo was made in Croatia. Literally made in Croatia. Never had the chance in Spanish football. Never really had the chance until he was at Dinamo. Croatia wanted to sign him up to play for Croatia. That never happened because he was so good that he came on. He was on the Spanish radar. When he got his move to RB Leipzig, then is when he started playing for Spain. I think. I might be right. Might be wrong. Pau Torres off, Garcia on. Pau Torres offers more physicality, but I've seen on Twitter that people were saying that they don't want Pau Torres anymore because as soon as he came on, Croatia scored. You know, but you can't blame him. You can't blame him. Josip Brekalo. This is a good and a bad substitution at the same time. A good and a bad substitution at the same time, if you're getting what I'm saying here. Good and bad. Very good and very bad. Because when these substitutions were made, Spain ended up getting the goal. Juranovic, who has played very well, started the last two games. He was taken off. And then what happens? Between the 74th minute, what happened? 77th minute, Croatia conceded. Ferran Torres with the goal. This was a moment of lapse for the Croatian national team. Big moment of lapse. There was a free kick. Players were drinking water. Players were basically taking a breather. And if you go back and you watch the replay, you could see Joško Vardiol actually throwing a water bottle and running away from the touchline over towards Ferran Torres, where the ball had been passed by, I think, Pau Torres to Ferran Torres, right? So the Torreses link it up. The Torres cousins link it up. Cousins from another mother, whatever. But the cousins link it up. Pau Torres, Ferran Torres link it up. And Joško Vardiol basically bullied off the ball, and Ferran Torres putting it past Dominic, my namesake, Livakovic for that third goal. And when I say the substitution, right, of Juranovic was a bad substitution and it was a good substitution, it was bad in the fact that Croatia conceded right away, right? They conceded right away. But it also gave them the impetus to get back in the game. Spain made a substitution, taking off Gaia, bringing on Jordi Alba. They made a few more substitutions. This is where substitutions could help and also hurt you. Look at where Spain actually let Croatia back in the game. You see, after they scored and they made, I think it was around the same time they made these substitutions. I can't pinpoint whether it was before or after the goal because they're all in the 77th minute. But look, Koke off, Fabian Ruiz off, and then look at this. Look at this. 2 substitutions made. Ante Budimir brought on for Mateo Kovacic. So Budimir on basically mean 3-1 down. The kitchen sink is being thrown. No, not the kitchen sink. The whole kitchen is being thrown at Spain by Zlatko Dalic, and he did the right thing. So now you don't have a right back, but you have Brekalo, which is who's an attacking player. You take out one of your defensive mids, you bring on an attacker. It's good, but look at how it's going to turn bad later on in the game. Look, bam, Vlasic off, Pasalic on, like for like, right? What happened after that? 85th minute, Croatia back in the game. Mislav Orsic. It was a really good run through the middle by I can't remember who was the player, because I kid you not, guys. Let me get big. Let me tell you guys, this is a story. I'm getting off of work. I'm driving in my Honda. The Honda is back on the road, but I'm heading to get the Honda inspected, right? So I made a wrong turn, and then I went through a side street, and then I'm coming around. I'm heading down towards a school, and I parked next to the school. I can't remember why I parked. I think I parked because the goal scored, and I'm like, I have to stop and really watch what's going on here right now, because I can't believe what I'm seeing. It was a really good run down the middle. I can't remember who it was, but then the ball was passed over on the right flank. That player ran to the byline, squared it back in the middle, and it caused a whole lot of problems for the Spanish defense. It ping-ponged a little, and then Mislav Orsic put it into the back of the net. Referee check his watch. It's a goal. I couldn't believe. I'm telling you guys, I couldn't believe Croatia was back in the game. I'm like, whoa, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. So I stayed there for a while. I'm like, I have to stay here. I gotta stay here and see what's happening. Tell me why Croatia gets another goal. Why they get another goal? Pasalic linking up with Orsic. Orsic with the cross, Pasalic with the header. I couldn't believe what I actually saw. Spain pulling a France, or France pulling a Spain. Well, poor game management. Poor game management. These top teams are not managing games well. And we cannot write off Switzerland. Switzerland are loving the fact that they're going to play Spain. Because just like France, Spain cannot manage games. They can't. They can't. They didn't manage the game well. But Croatia also didn't manage the game well. They didn't, because the moment when Croatia scored, when Croatia got that equalizer and they celebrated, and the whole of Croatia celebrated with them, I celebrated because I'm like, God damn, what am I seeing here? Croatia needed to change strategy. 30 minutes left. You just took it to extra time. 30 minutes left. You had to do something different and take it to penalties. You had to. You had to take this game to penalties. You had to take the game to penalties. Okay? You had to. And let's go back here. Let's go back to the lineup, right? Let's go back to the lineup. We're looking at the lineup, right? Vida, Chaleta, Sa, Vardial. But at the right back position, it's Brekalo. Stay with me. It's Brekalo, right? Kovacic off, Budimir on. So it's Budimir on, Kramaric on, then there's Orsic on, and Vlasic came off for that was let me double check there. Pasalic on. So everyone's basically attacking. Everybody's going at it. Modric was still on. Brozovic was still on, right? Everyone's going at it. That was the wrong approach taken by Croatia. Wrong approach. Wrong approach. Modric, they had used up, 5 substitutes in normal time. They had 1 substitution left. That substitute should have been a defensive player. You check the bench, Shimi Vasalico should have been on the field. Shimi Vasalico. Shimi, yay. Should have been on the field. Shimi Vasalico. As soon as Croatia realized they had taken the game to extra time, what you do is not try to win it, because this Spanish team is a team that control games. They keep the ball very well. They pass the ball very well. And what they've been doing now is trying vertical balls, crosses into the box, longer balls. The Ferran Torres goal, the Azpilicueta goal. Come on, guys. Know what's happening here. Know what's going on. Luis Enrique wants to go away from the one-trick pony tiki-taka style. And the only doubt I had for the Spanish team was the inexperienced players. Never doubted their talent, but the inexperienced players. And the fact that a lot of these guys never played with each other. You see what I'm saying? So, you go back to Croatia here. And then we go back in extra time. You go to the 100th minute. And then you see. But before we get there, Orsic did get a shot. Blasted it over. And he did get a cross into Kramaric, where Kramaric didn't get a good shot off to Simon, right? So Croatia started out the second part of he started off the first 30 minutes, the 30 minutes of extra time, the first 15 minutes very, very well. But when Dani Olmo began to work his magic, he did get a shot blocked by Chaleta Sarr. Very, very good shot. That was probably going in. And then, look, that moment came when Dani Olmo crossed in that ball to Morata. Great control, great shot. Who was marking him? Who was defending him? Josip Brekalo, who is not a defender. Who is not a defender. Shimi Vasalico would have done a better job because he would have been better positionally. Brekalo does not play right back. He does not. He's like a freaking fish out of water when he's defending. You're asking too much from the young man, and Croatia had time. Croatia had time. They had time. I repeat, they had time. Even Brozovic could have been pushed to right back, right? Or Mario Pasalic could have been pushed to right back. One of them could have been pushed to right back. But I think you push Brozovic to, maybe not Brozovic, but you push one of these midfielders to right back and you take Brekalo out. It could have been a different situation. This game could have gone to penalties. You see what I mean? And after Spain scored, look at how Luis Enrique managed the game better the second time around. When he was given a second lifeline, when he was given a second chance after Morata had scored, he took off Busquets, who's up there in age, who's not 100% fit, and he brought on Rodri, who was resting for 100 minutes. So that's fresh legs. That's fresh legs. That's a player who knows how to pass the ball very well. There was also the substitution of Mikel Oyarzabal. Let's find that substitution. Let's get it right here. 88 minutes. He's fresh. He's fresh. And he was teed up for the goal. Dani Olmo again with the brilliant pass. Croatia's defense caught out. Chasing the game. Chasing the game. Another substitute affects the game. Dani Olmo a substitute. Mikel Oyarzabal a substitute. You see that? You see? Rodri, Busquets. And then Croatia needed to chase the game. Did the Modric late. Take off Modric late in the game. But look. Brekalo was at fault again. Out of position. And Oyarzabal running through to score. If that was a proper right back, he would have gotten that ball. He would have maybe cut it out. Maybe. let's give him a 75% chance that he would have cut that out. You see what I'm saying? So I think in that first half of extra time, Croatia basically already lost 5-2. But Ante Budimir did get a brilliant chance in 106 minutes, and he needed, if he had scored that, guys, we could have gotten a 5-4 thriller. We could have gotten a 5-4 thriller. Morata had a chance in the 116th minute to make it 6, and it would have been very, very unfair if Croatia had copped 6 again today. Almo also hit the post in the 128th minute, and I was actually happy that Croatia didn't get 6. They did not deserve to get 6. But in the end, it turned out to be a good performance by the Spanish team. And you can't really criticize Spain too much because they played against a team who made the final of the last World Cup. While for Spain, they have been getting knocked out of international tournaments time and time and time again, right? You go back, Euro 2012, they won that, right? They won 2008 Euro, they won 2010 World Cup, they won the 2012 Euro, and then they got knocked out. They got knocked out in the group in the World Cup 2014, Euro 16, they made the round of 16, World Cup 2018, round of 16, and Spain for the first time since Euro 2012 has got past the round of 16 of a major international tournament. You got to give it to Spain. 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 But, as I said last night, guys, Croatia would take the game to 120 minutes, and they did. I did not get any predictions right today. None. Not a single one. I predicted Croatia to win, but I did say Spain was going to win, guys. So, yeah, maybe I partially... That's a 50-50. I'm going to take 0.5 for that one. But I never expected France to lose to Switzerland today. It has been a great day of football, and we were treated. We were treated. I must say that Unai Simon bounced back very, very well from his mishap early on in the game. And the Spanish team bounced back very well after allowing Croatia to get back in the game, because that was a lapse in concentration by them to allow 2 goals after being 3-1 up. But, as I say, give them the credit for being the more durable team in extra time, and give Luis Enrique the credit for his substitutions, which proved to be the deciding factor here in this game. While Zlatko Dalic, his substitutions did help Croatia get into the game and take the game to extra time, but it didn't help them stay in the game, because they had Croatia had basically thrown the whole kitchen and not the sink at Spain. That's my analysis of that game. And I think I did pretty okay. Anything else we could add here in terms of players and saying anything about any more players? Laporte, man. Laporte has been a key player for the Spanish national team. He has played every single match. Let's click on Laporte and let's look at him. Laporte, every single game, every single minute. Laporte, he scored once. Look at the passing accuracy on Laporte. Listen, I think Laporte might be leaving City, you know. I have a feeling Laporte is leaving. Because with this quality, he's not going to stick around to play second fiddle to John Stones and Ruben Diaz. See what I'm saying? Laporte's having a better tournament than Ruben Diaz and John Stones. Look, he only committed 4 fouls. What? This is discipline. This is a disciplined performance by Laporte. No yellows, 20 balls recovered, 1 block, 6 clearances made, 5 tackles, a lot of distance traveled. He's ranked at 19th. Awesome. Laporte. Listen, Laporte has been key for Spain. He has. If Spain goes on to win Euro 2020, I doubt Laporte would get the plaudits he deserves. It might be Ferran Torres. It might be Dani Olmo. People might give Morata a little credit if he scores some more goals. Pedri as well. You could talk about the influence of Busquets, because first 2 games without Busquets, no goals. Busquets comes back into the team. They score 10. You see what I'm saying? Like, think about it, guys. You just think about it. Just think about this. Busquets comes into the team. They score 10. Koke, I think, could have been better at the tournament, to be honest. Morata. He needs to score more. But the guys that have come off the bench, though, you got to give them some credit here, though. You got to talk about not Thiago Alcantara, though. That's a talking point. How is Thiago not playing? I'm waiting. How is Thiago not playing? How is Thiago? Let me click on Thiago and see how many minutes he's had so far. 43 minutes. 43 minutes played. 2 appearances. 43 minutes played. 43. I don't mean to be petty or nothing, but 43 minutes played, and you have Pedri and Koke playing all these games, Dani Olmo, Ferran Torres, and all these guys. Let me take a sip of my drink here. Anywho, let's go back. Let us go back, man. Thiago, you know what I'm saying? The Liverpool fans say he's the best in the world, you know what I mean? World class, baby. World class on the bench. Big up to the boy Danny. How are you doing, Danny? But this is disappointing. Listen, this is very, very disappointing. This is disappointing. I don't mean to be petty, but I expected Thiago to be starting for Spain, though. You know what I mean? Come on. I expected him to be starting for Spain and not on the bench. They should have left him home. Oh, you never know, man. He might be needed later on in the tournament. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. He might be needed later on. Let's not continue with the pettiness. Let's not do that. But look. I think Enrique have used his substitutes very well. Oyarzabal has had a good effect off the bench. Dani Olmo when he started or even coming off the bench. He has rotated his team very well. And I think everyone, maybe with the exception of Diego Llorente, has gotten some time. Let's just check Diego. Yeah, see, Diego has not played yet. He's the Leeds United man. He has not played yet. But I think everyone else has got some game time. Everybody except Diego Llorente. Maybe we'll see him in the next game. And the keepers. The keepers haven't got any games. You know what I mean? Robert Sanchez of Brighton and David De Gea. Imagine De Gea is second in line behind Unai Simon. Best believe that. Best believe that. Listen, before we move on from this one, though, and get into some up the stats and things, why did Domagoj Bradovic? He did get a few minutes. No, he didn't. No minutes. You should have given the young man a little bit of time. You see what I'm saying? When Ivan Nušec came on for Modric, you should have given the time to either Skoric, Badel, or Bradovic, who I don't think see a single minute at the tournament. So hard luck to Croatia, man. They really give us a good game today, and they made it really entertaining. Spain had to fight. They had to really, really, really fight for that freaking victory, man. And Spain scores 5. I think they're the first team to score five in consecutive games at a Euro tournament. So that's awesome. Just to hit you with some stats. Croatia had 12 shots at goal, 7 on target. Only 32% of the ball, 427 passes with an 81% pass accuracy. They committed 26 fouls, and they only had 1 corner in the entire game. Spain, 23 shots at goal, very attacking, 10 shots on target. Dominated possession with 68%, 883 passes with an 89% pass accuracy. They pass the ball very, very well. They do pass the ball well. And it's a good thing I have a good microphone with all these P's. Pass the ball very well and passing accuracy. You know, it's not popping in your earbuds. And for those of you guys watching the video, the live stream, guys, the live stream sound a lot better when you're using your headphones. When you're using some quality earphones, like Apple AirPods or maybe whatever is your preference, they sound pretty good because from listening back to the replay, pretty good stuff. So Spain, man, dominant in possession, dominating with the passing, chances created, and they deserve to win the game. They really did. They were in the ascendancy for almost the entire game, but they almost shot themselves in the foot by allowing that own goal. And then after going 3-1 up by allowing Croatia to come back in the game. So well played by Croatia, but in the end, Spain had more quality on the field and they ended up winning the match. So definitely well deserved. So Hewitt Duncan is saying it sounds perfect using my Android. Awesome. Danny says, Dom, your streams are elite, bro. And look, I had to put a lot of money into it, man. I had to put a lot of money into it. MacBook Pro over there. I have the powerful gaming computer over here. I have the camera as the real camera as the webcam. I have the mic, the Shure SM7B, and it's just an elaborate setup I got here, guys. So you know what I mean? So appreciate the effort. I used to come live from my cell phone. I will do live I will do live streams from cell phone in the future, of course, if I'm not in a position to do this setup. But it is, I try to give you the best. Definitely. So, well played by Spain, well played by Switzerland. And they will meet in the next round. And that's not what I predicted. I predicted France versus Croatia, so I got that one wrong. So it will be Switzerland versus Spain. And it will be Belgium versus Italy. So the winner of Switzerland versus Spain will play the winner of Belgium versus Italy. So we know that, listen guys, hear me out. Hear me. We know that one of Belgium, Italy, Switzerland, or Spain will be in the final. And on the other side of the bracket, right, we know that Czech Republic and Denmark are definitely, one of them are going to be in the semis. For the other side, I predicted Sweden versus Germany. And after we get into some up to stats, we're going to talk about those games. We're here for a long time, guys. Today's going to be a longer stream. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours, 13 minutes. Maybe not. Maybe it's going to be about 2 hours, 40 minutes. Yeah. I got a little carried away there, though. But let's get to this game. Let's get down to this game and give you some up to stats. Let's go right from the beginning of the game and towards the end. There might be a lot of up to stats here for this match. So, okay, we got it. We got it right here. We got it here. 3. This will be Croatia and Spain's third major tournament meeting, with both previous clashes coming in at the European Championship group stages. Spain winning in 2012 and Croatia in 2016. Yeah, that was a 2-1 victory for Croatia in 2016 where Nikola Kalinic and Perisic destroyed Spain, and Morata scored the goal for Spain. All right, I'm just remembering from the analysis yesterday. So they have been very familiar, and we want to see Spain versus Croatia in the future again. Bam! This has been, I think, it's been Ferran Torres. It has to be between Ferran Torres and Pedri for the young player of the tournament so far. Alexander Isak, name has to be thrown into the hat, and Mikkel Damsgaard, he goes in as well, and maybe a few other players. I don't know what's the criteria for best young player. Could somebody look up the criteria for best young player? Why are you out there looking at me? I'm here. Why are you out here looking at me? You're disturbing my life. I'm here live talking to, what, 200 people, and you here disturbing me? What time does the place close? Okay, I'll be done before 9. Thank you very much. I can't believe this. Guys, that was my sister-in-law. She's outside watching me talk, waiting to get my attention. And I looked over and I'm like, oh man, we're supposed to go to FedEx to pick up something there. So sorry about that, guys. So look, Joachim Mailer, how old is he though? But what's the criteria? Guys, could we get to 300 likes today? That would be crazy though. That would be crazy. We smashed 300 likes. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Listen, we need a banner up for 300 thumbs up. We need a banner. We need a David banner up in here. Look. Like goal, 300 thumbs up. Let's go. Let us go. I told you guys this was reality TV though. But criteria for best young player at the tournament. All right. Somebody find that. At 18 years and 215 days, Pedri becomes the youngest ever player to start a knockout game in a European Championship, overtaking the record of Wayne Rooney, 18 years, 244 days versus Portugal in 2004. We just got our best young player of the tournament, Pedri. Unless Ferran Torres keeps scoring. But Pedri has been amazing. 9. There have been 9 own goals scored at Euro 2020, as many as in all of the previous editions of the competition combined. Disaster. And I spoke about the fatigue, especially the mental fatigue of these players. 9. Okay, that is huge. That is a whole lot of own goals, man. That is a whole lot of own goals. Listen, that is a whole lot of own goals. We got one here. 49. Spanish midfielder Pedri's own goal came at a distance of 49 yards. The longest ever own goal netted in European Championship and the first one ever from outside the box. Clanger. You got to blame Pedri a little too, you know. Why the hell are you passing the ball back to the keeper from way over there? You see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there was somebody next to you could pass the ball to. Pedri, it's your fault, bro. No wonder they give you the own goal. It's your fault. It is your fault. I got to give it to you. Azpilicueta, 31. Azpilicueta, who has scored his first ever goal for Spain. 20. Could you... Listen. This is blasphemous. How does Azpilicueta only have 27 caps for Spain? How? Please. How does he have 27 caps for Spain? And please explain to me, why does Azpilicueta, why did he have to sit on the bench for the first 2 matches while Luis Enrique played a makeshift right back? It didn't make no sense. Hence the reason why they have won by 5. They have scored 5 goals in their last 2 wins with Azpilicueta right back. Don't get me wrong. I was never bullish on Spain. Don't think I'm here bandwagoning Spain. Never. I'm not bandwagoning Spain. I don't have a big Spanish audience or nothing. Okay? I'm not bandwagoning Spain. I'm talking facts here. Facts. A lot of facts. Aspilicueta has been a game changer. Game changer, big time. Big time. Let's get back. Let's get up to Joe. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this. 27 cap. He has scored for the first time and has become Spain's oldest ever goal scorer at the European Championships. Timing perfect. What a year he's having. What a year. Lifted the Champions League with Chelsea, and now he's become Spain's oldest goal scorer. We got another one here. 2. Ferran Torres, at 21 years, 120 days, is the youngest player to both score and assist in a single major tournament match, Euros or World Cup for Spain, since Cesc Fabregas at 21 years, 37 days versus Russia at Euro 2008. And we know Fabregas. We know the legendary status that Fabregas has. And Ferran Torres, he might be a Fabregas regen. I know Fabregas is still playing at Monaco, right? I think he is. But anyways, he's a regen still. You know what I mean? New generation. 2. Mislav Orsic is the first substitute to both score and assist for Croatia in a single major tournament match, World Cup or Euros. Game changer. Mislav Orsic, I don't know where he was hiding. We've been calling for this guy all tournament. And if you take a look at this picture and you look at the Croatian fans, this was a roller coaster of a game. This was a roller coaster of a game, man. You see what I'm saying? And when you talk about roller coasters, guys, who here has ever been to Six Flags Great Adventures or something similar? Have you been on the Nitro? Have you been on the King Dakar? Have you been on the Jumanjaro? You talk about roller coaster. You talk about roller coaster, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about roller coaster. It was a roller coaster ride of a match. Awesome stuff. We had a beautiful day of football, man. Absolutely love it. 5. Alvaro Morata has scored his 5th goal at the European Championship, becoming Spain's joint highest goal scorer in the competition along with Fernando Torres. Thunderbolt. The crazy thing about this is that there will never be a notation next to Alvaro Morata's name. Let's say the next game he scores another goal and becomes Spain's greatest scorer at the Euro tournaments. Spain has won 3 Euros, 1964, 2008, and 2012. And Alvaro Morata would become their greatest ever goal scorer at the tournament. There will never be a notation that says he missed about 50. Never. They would never note that. The kids 25 years from now would never know that. Guys, we need 21 more thumbs up. 21, baby. 21. Let's do it. 21 thumbs up. Let's go. 21. Let's do this. Big up to everybody in the chat, man. Robert Robinson in the house, coming in hard. How you feeling? The boy B2K coming all the way from San Vicente. How are you feeling, man? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Aviator, love the pick off the fans. You love it? You love it? You want it back? You want it back? Listen, since you love it, let me bring it back, man. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back, man. I can't do you like that. Can't do you like that. If you like it, I bring it back. See what I'm saying? That's a nice pick. That's a nice ass pick. Let me bring it back, but let's continue. Let's continue. 5. Spain are the first side in European Championship history to score 5+ goals in consecutive matches. Scenes. Awesome stuff by Spain, man. Awesome stuff. And, you know, they have been on absolute fire. First 2 games, no goals. The next 2, 10. Like, come on. They went from 0 to 100 in like less than 50 seconds. Crazy. You like the picture of the fans, huh? You like it? That's what you're talking about? You like that? You like that? Aviator. You like that, right? That's what you're talking about? Okay. This is what you're talking about? I'm just doing it for y'all, man. Big up to the boy Football Fair in the house who says Nitro is a great roller coaster. Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. You see what I'm saying? Tell me about it. But let's get the stream up to 300 thumbs up, guys. We need 15 more. Let's go through these up to stats here. Let's talk. We don't have a lot of time. We have about 25 minutes left because I have to take this girl over to the FedEx. You know what I'm saying? I don't really wanna, but I have to. See what I'm saying? It's my wife's sister, so it's basically like my wife asking me to do something. You see what I'm saying? So I have to. Oh man. 2. With 8 goals scored, Croatia 3, Spain 5 produced the second highest scoring match in a European Championship history after Spain versus Yugoslavia in the 1960 semi-final 9, where France beat Yugoslavia 5-4. 5-4. Entertaining. Awesome. No. 5-4 to Yugoslavia. 5-4 to Yugoslavia. Not to France. Alright? So, pardon me there. Pardon me. And I know a lot of Croatians in here don't want to hear a damn thing about Yugoslavia. So, let's move on. 7. Oh, we're not talking about France right now. I think we're going ahead. We're done with that. We're done with those. I don't know why I got sucked. Yeah, that was relevant. That was relevant to what we were talking about. But I almost got sucked into the France versus Switzerland game again. Thank God I didn't. Because it took a while to break that one down. So, look, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about tomorrow's games. We have the last set of games for the round of 16. And my notebook, has just enough room for, let me see, maybe 3 pages for England versus Germany. Ukraine versus Sweden, maybe like 1 page. Maybe we will have a lot to talk about there. And then we have the quarters. I think this book is going to be done by the time we get to the second quarterfinal game. So I need a new notebook. But look here. Let's talk about tomorrow's matches. Tomorrow's games are big. And let's talk about them. Let's do this. Just do it already, Dom, and stop saying let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go back. Let us go back. Big games. Tomorrow. Listen, man. Listen, let me get back here. Let me talk to y'all. You think the games today was big? Wait until tomorrow. You just wait until tomorrow. Wait until tomorrow. England versus... Listen, if England beat Germany, headlines. If Ukraine beat Sweden, headlines. If Sweden get into the last 8, monstrosity. Remember, I told you that. Remember, the Swedish fans are loving the Euros right now. The Danish fans are loving the Euros. The Croatian fans were coming out in their numbers. I love talking about these underdog teams because if you check the videos, whenever you talk about these underdog teams, their fans come out, they support. You talk about the bigger teams, nah, everyone's talking about them. Nobody really, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so let us go. Let's talk about this one first. A low profile, Sweden versus Ukraine. Let's go. Look at Sweden's form. Unbeaten in their last 5. Jan Andersen doing a great job. Ukraine, 2 losses, 3 wins in their last 5. Legend Andriy Shevchenko has inspired the team into the round of 16 despite only picking up 3 points. They got lucky. They lucked out. And they even lucked out playing against a team like Sweden. A beatable team. To be honest, a beatable team. But not very easy to beat, we must say. The battle of the yellow and blues. How weird that the yellow and blues are meeting each other. So, Ukraine versus Sweden. 1 win for Sweden, 2 for Ukraine. Ukraine has the better head-to-head. 1 draw. 4 goals to 3 for the Ukraine. They got the better head-to-head over Sweden. But don't make that fool you one bit. This Swedish team is very difficult to break down. They play a very pragmatic style of football, and they're not overly expansive. So they know how to manage games as well. They're not going to run out the blocks like Usain Bolt, but they would mostly approach games like Haile Gebrselassie, a long-distance runner from Ethiopia. I think that's his real name. But if they do get a goal, it would be very difficult for you to score on the Swedes, because they would get very compact. Everyone would get behind the ball, and they would be very difficult to break down. But Ukraine are a type of team with the attacking prowess capable of scoring goals against said teams. Yarmolenko, Yaremchuk, a guy like Shigankov to come off the bench, or even if he starts the game. You see, and these are just the standout players. Zinchenko has been playing well, Mikolenko and all these guys. So it's a tricky one to predict as well, where the majority of people in the poll predicted Sweden. 81% out of 800 votes predicted Sweden to win against Ukraine. And now you guys are understanding why I put out these polls, because I do refer to the polls when I do these live streams and when I talk about the prediction. So I don't just put the polls up for nothing. They mean something. They do mean something. Okay? So this one is also a very difficult game to predict, where I do think it could go any way. I'm giving Ukraine the credit they deserve. I'm giving Sweden the credit they deserve. And this one is a fifth. This one is, I must say, it's a 60-40 affair in terms of the chances. I'm giving Sweden a 60% chance, seeing that they came through their group. Sweden topped the group. Sweden topped their group, and they're unbeaten. They haven't conceded a lot of goals, and they've just been very, very, very good in defense and in attack. Alexander Isak comes to mind. Emil Forsberg getting a few goals under his belt. And when you think about Dejan Kulusevski, the Juventus winger, fit again, it would be a difficult prospect for Ukraine here. Seriously, very, very hard. It is very hard. Seeing that they are coming through in the round of 16 as a third place team, only winning one game, losing 2 games. You see what I'm saying? Negative goal difference and all. So, listen, Sweden hold the aces. They do. In terms of the head-to-head, right? The last time they met was at the 2012 Euros, where Ukraine won. It was in the group stages. Ukraine won 2-1. So Sweden will be out for revenge. They played in 3 previous friendlies where Sweden did win 1 game and another one ended in a draw. But they did have penalty shootouts for the game. Don't know why. In 2011, Ukraine won. And previously, the first meeting in 2008, after Ukraine came fresh off of a very successful 2006 World Cup, they beat Sweden 1-0. So it has not been Ukraine has not been a very, very easy team for the Swedes to play. But that was 8 years ago. This is a fresh Swedish team. Well, not so fresh in terms of the experience, but fresh approach. A different approach than the one taken in 2012, when you had guys like Zlatan Ibrahimovic playing for the team. And I know Zlatan has come back into the mix, but he missed out on the tournament. But it's a different style of football that they're playing right about now. Sebastian Larsson is still around. A lot of guys are still around from the last time they played each other. And this will be a difficult one, but I fancy Sweden here. I fancy Sweden. So I want you guys to leave your predictions in the chat. And I want you to do it right now, because now is when I'll be reading the chat. My prediction here, I don't know if we're going to get a high scorer. If Sweden score first, they could close up shop and it could. I'm going to predict, you know what? We might just get goals, you know. Damn. I think this one is going to extra time. 2-1 Sweden after extra time. This one's going the distance again. Let me know your predictions in the chat. Talk to me. If you left predictions earlier, I'm not scrolling up, so make sure you let me know now. So, Thriller, I have a feeling the Swedish House Mafia are going to win this game. Caspiano, 3-1 to Sweden. No name, 3-1 to Sweden. We have Julian, 2-1 to Sweden. Zachary, 3-1. Michael Talbot. Everyone's going for Sweden here. There's going to be that one odd person that says Ukraine, and then maybe Ukraine end up winning, and they hit me up in the comments and say, damn, I told you so. I told you. But anyone who predicted the Czech Republic to win, anyone who predicted Switzerland to win, you're the real deal. You're the real deal. Seriously. Danny A, 1-0 to Sweden. Guys, have we hit 300 thumbs up yet? How far? Listen, 13 more. 13. 80 Booth, 1-1 at full time, 2-1 after extra time. Winner unknown. Come on, 80. You could do better than that, Mr. 80 Booth. You could do better than that. Aviator, 2-1 to Ukraine. Ooh, you see, I told you. Ivan, however you pronounce the name. 1-0 to Ukraine. Jejek K, who's saying Sweden to the final. What else we got here? TF, 3-2 to Sweden. Ilyas Abdi, 3-1 to Sweden. Isaac Hattrick incoming. Woo! Sebastian, who is from Sweden, says 3-0. Fosberg, 2 goals, and Isaac. Come on, Sebastian. Just give him one. Give him a goal, bro. Just give him a goal. Come on. You can't be so stingy. Give them at least 1 goal. Give them 1 goal, bro. 1. Just give him 1. Be nice. Be nice. Just give them 1 goal, man. Come on. Michael Talbot, 2-1 to Sweden. So everyone's saying Sweden, man. Everyone's saying Sweden. No name. Dominic, don't miss Olsen. Thank you very much for mentioning that. Thank you very much for listen. I cannot thank you enough for mentioning that, because every time I watch back one of my analysis videos of Sweden, I'm like, God damn, forgot to mention Robin Olsen, man. Robin Olsen has been big for Sweden. He has been the reason Sweden are getting this far, have gotten this far, and might go on to the quarters. Robin Olsen, the goalkeeper. Thank you very much. Listen, it's facts. It is facts. Appreciate that. Let's go back here. We're talking about Sweden versus Ukraine. All right, guys, and we need 10 more thumbs up. We will get there. Olsen over Pickford at Everton. Well, unfortunately, Olsen was just there on loan, so yeah. Sebastian, Robin Olsen, our best player this Euros. You know, maybe we need to do a live stream talking about the best player for every team at the Euros. That'd be a nice live stream. Let's get 300 likes, you legends. Let's get it to 300 thumbs up, man. 300 thumbs up. 300 thumbs up. 300 thumbs up. 3. Hit it. Oh man, that was awesome. If my sister-in-law didn't come downstairs, we could have stayed for another hour. But look, thanks to everybody who dropped their predictions, man. Mr. Extraordinary, 3-1 in favor of Sweden here. Thank you very much. Did I miss anyone? Oh, Malakan. I want to read your comments, because the worst thing, let me tell you the worst thing, right? When you're in somebody's stream, you leave a comment and they don't read. Sweden to Ukraine to Sweden 1 on penalties. Thank you very much. The worst thing, Shane Mousse, 10-0 to Ukraine. LOL. I'm going to read them. Mr. Who, Hojea, 0-0, England, Germany, Ukraine 5, Sweden 4. The worst thing is to leave a comment and nobody reads it. Zachary, honestly though, I think there's going to be 3 goals tomorrow. Thank you very much for your predictions. I think I've read out a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? TF, what do you think about Isaac so far? Did you see his dribble last game? Alexander Isaac has been great. Okay? Alexander the Great, get it? All right, play the music again. Let's go. Let's talk. England versus Germany. Julian, Dominic, thoughts on City interested in Mikel Oyarzabal. Good player. I won't mind him. But let's talk. Let's talk about England, where football was birthed. The home of football. It's coming home. England versus Germany. The most successful international team of all time. The Germans with 3 Euro championships. England has never won a single one. Can't remember the years Germany won though. I think they won in 96. They won in 1980. All right, let me see if I could remember the Euro champions, right? Let me see if I can remember the Euro champions, guys. Let me test my knowledge here. Euro 16, Portugal. Euro 12, Spain. Euro 08, Spain. Euro 2004, Greece. Euro 2000, France. Euro 1996, Germany. Euro 1992, Denmark. Euro 1988, the Netherlands. Euro 1984, French. The French. Euro 1980, Germany. Euro 1976, Czechoslovakia. Euro 1972, I think the Germans won that one too. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Euro 1968, I think that had to be the Soviet Union. No, Italy. Italy in 1968. Euro 1964, Spain, and Euro 1960, the Soviet Union. I think I'm spot on with that one. I think I am. And you guys, look, I think I am spot on. And that was all off the top of the head. And that's all from doing my research over the time. 3 more likes. If these people did not dislike the video, we would have hit 300 already. You know what I mean? But let's go. Let us go. Talk about England versus Germany. We're not going to stay too long, guys, because I have to go to, pick up this package. But England in very good form. 4 wins, 1 draw in their last 5. Germany, so-so. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. But that means that the Germans have been tested. They've been through all different types of terrain. You see what I'm saying? They've been over hills, mountains, valleys. They've been through all the crevices. They've gone through caves. And now they play England. And this game will also be at Wembley, where the Germans were not allowed to train at Wembley. And there's been some type of conspiracy where they're saying that the tournament organizers are favoring England by setting them up in a way that they could get into the weaker side of the bracket and all of that type of nonsense and all whatever. But the path is right there for England to the final. The path is there for Germany to the final. It's up to you if you want to get to the final, guys. You see what I'm saying? So in terms of head-to-head between these 2 juggernauts, and England being a juggernaut but loses most of the time, mainly being a juggernaut because of the Premier League and the popularity and the players and all of that good stuff. But, 1 World Cup, not good enough. Germany, a lot of World Cups, a lot of Euros. But the head-to-head is very even. 13 wins apiece, 6 draws. Very, very even. It is as even could be. Okay? It is as even could be. 51 goals scored by England, 42 by the Germans. The English has they have the edge in a way over Germany in the head-to-head, the overall head-to-head. But if you want to talk about in major tournament football, of course the Germans, of course. But England did win their solitary World Cup against the Germans. The West Germans. Maybe not Germany at a whole. The West Germans. Okay? 1966 World Cup final, 4-2 after extra time. We talk about major international games. World Cup 1982, 0-0. World Cup 1990, Germany beats England 5-4 on pens in the semis to go on to win the tournament. You go up to Euro 1996, Germany wins on penalties again. Euro 2000, England wins. Ooh, a rare win for England. World Cup 2010, Germany beats England 4-1 in the round of 16. And now they meet again at Euro 2020, where England has unfinished business against the Germans. Danke. They got unfinished business. They do. This one is hard to predict. It is hard. It is really hard. But I've not been convinced by the freaking English, and I haven't been convinced by the Germans. So how do I approach this prediction? The last time they met, a 0-0 draw in a friendly, right? Back in 2017. 1-0 win in another friendly. England win 3-2 in a friendly. Germany win in a friendly. So it's been back and forth. It's been back and forth for these two teams. This one is pretty difficult. And congratulations, man. We have hit 300 likes. Awesome. Thank you very much. Oh my God. Loving it. Loving it. First time ever we have hit a record 300 likes in a live stream. This is awesome. We have gotten to some different type of heights today. Okay? We have indeed. This has been the best live stream in terms of attendance, likes, views, all of that good stuff. So thank you very much to each and every single one of you watching this video right now. You're the boss. You're the real deal. And like Obi says, congratulations, man. Listen, man. Listen. Let me take the last sip of my drink, and I'm going to give you guys my prediction, and I'm going to call it a day. Look. Let me make sure I'm clean and nice, because I want to get big for this one. Thank you to all the new subscribers as well. You guys are the real deal. Guys, I'm good, right? I'm good. A little sweaty. But I'm good still, right? I'm good, right? Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's talk. I need a little silence for this one. Mr. DJ, hold up the music. Hold it up. England has been subpar, right? 2 goals scored. You know, held by Scotland. Held by Czech Republic. Barely beat Croatia, yeah. Nothing too spectacular. We've seen some bright spots. Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice have looked good. The defense, not really tested that much. Pickford, a few good saves, not really tested like that. Harry Kane hardly touched the ball. You see what I'm saying? The ball, Harry Kane, strangers. Strangers. See what I'm saying? A lot of strange things have happened at the tournament so far for England. Very strange. Strange. 2 goals scored. Not a lot conceded. They topped the group. They faced Germany. They have Harry Maguire back fit. They have Jordan Henderson fit. So what are you going to do? Are you going to bring in Henderson, drop one of Rice or Calvin Phillips? Are you going to drop Mings, which I think will happen, bring in Harry Maguire? What is going on with the right back and the left back situations? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that? Who's going to play? Luke Shaw, Kyle Walker? Is it going to be Reece James? Are you going to bring in Kieran Trippier? What is it going to be? That is the problem with Southgate. We don't know what he's going to do. He might do something strange. He might do some strange things against this German team. He might. He just might. Then there's a question of Foden and Grealish. Which one do you play? There's Saka. Which one do you play? You see what I'm saying? There's Mount. I think he's out with COVID or something. Who do you play? And I think this is the biggest problem for Gareth Southgate. It's not that the team lacks quality or anything. It's who do you play when it matters the most? That is the big question. They're coming up against a German team here. When I say they've been tested, right? England haven't really been tested like that. They've just cruised through. They hit cruise control, sit back, and ride. You see what I'm saying? Only thing they had to do was steer the ship. That's it. But for Germany, it has been Six Flags, roller coaster. Losing to France, own goal, bam, goddamn. Look at the way we started the tournament. God, oh man. Then you bounce back and smash Portugal to bits. Woo, yeah. And then you almost get knocked out by Hungary. So they've seen it all. They've seen different situations. They've tried, they've tested different players in different situations. And I think they might just be better equipped in this game to beat England than England would be equipped to beat them. Seriously. Seriously. Because this would be England's first real test. In terms of their defense, getting a real test. Not the practice test where you get the answers or where you could use the phone or open book. This is the real test where you leave everything outside and there's cameras and there's a timer and everything. And if you do anything, you're disqualified. Bye. This is the real test for England. Are they going to pass it? They can. They can. But are they really going to pass it? Guys, I don't see England beating Germany. I don't. Germany, they locked out. Germany locked out. They really locked out. I thought they were goners. Goners. After the first game, I'm like, bye-bye. But what they did against Portugal saved their tournament. And then what Goretzka did coming off the bench there against Hungary, Havertz scoring into the round of 16 to play England. They couldn't have wished for a better matchup. They're lucky they didn't come in third. They're really lucky they didn't come in third or else. Well, wait, they did come in third. No, second. They're lucky they didn't come in third. England first place second. They would have played Belgium. You see what I'm saying? So, listen. Germany to beat England. Germany to beat England. At Wembley. Germany to beat England at Wembley. It's just a scoreline I got to come up with right now. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1. That's my prediction. Let me know yours. Talk to me. Talk to me. 3-1. Silence is airy as hell. Isaiah Paskins, Harry Maguire isn't fit to play, to be honest. What else we got here? 10-0 to England. Wow. 4-1. 3-1 to England. 80 boot. I can't take another loss on pens to them. Danny, 1-1. England win on pens. 4-1 to Germany. 3-1. What we got? 3-2 to Germany. Halim Ali, 1-0. Ivan Yu, Germany 1, England 0. Obi, Germany wins by 2-1. Joseph Stalin, I don't know. Germany is always overconfident. I don't know, bro. Germany can get goals. England can't. What else we got here? Ali G, Swiss. Yeah, big up to the Swiss, man. You guys have been awesome. And guys, how many? Oh, 310 thumbs up. God damn it. You guys are the real deal. But guys, we've been live for 2 hours, 55 minutes. And I'm about to wrap this thing up today. Only Hydro is saying 2-1 to England. Nils. Niklas Lindman, 4-1 to Germany. Kahim, 4-1 to Germany again. Billy Dwyer, 2-1 to Germany. 80 boot. Go on then. 2-0 England. Come on to the boys. Yeah. So, most people are saying Germany. If I check my poll that I did on the channel, what did I get in the poll? By the way, guys, 74%, yeah, 74-26, France over Switzerland. Switzerland did win, the underdog. 34% are saying England gonna win. 66% Germany. And I made a mistake and put the English flag next to German. The German flag, I messed up there with my copy and paste because I was doing it on my laptop. So, oops. And my laptop do have flag emojis, you know. I forgot. I actually forgot that. But whatever. I'm going for Germany. So, Mr. Ordinary saying 2-1 to Germany. Sebastian, Germany going to win. Bentley Benz, England beats Germany. Boring game, 1-0. Aviator F22, Germany all the way. So, look, guys, this is where I leave you for today's live stream. We have one more coming up. Appreciate it. Everybody who came in here. You guys are the real deal, man. Listen, gotta love y'all. Gotta love y'all, man. Gotta love y'all. Without y'all, this thing is nothing. You see what I'm saying? Without you guys, this would be nothing. So before I go, I want you guys to check out cardsplug.com/DominicRichFC. All the links will be in the description box down below. Use the coupon code DominicRichFC to get yourself 35% off one of these lovely cards. There's cards on the wall over there. You see right there? Badam. All these lovely cards you see on the wall right there. You could have one, okay? And as Obi says, guys, let's support this channel with more super chats. Big up to Obi. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for actually putting that out there. And you guys could also support by heading over to Cards Plug and getting one of these cards. I do get a cut of every single card sold. It makes for a great gift for yourself, for a loved one, or a friend. All right? So the Copa America is going on right now. And as we have a nice comment here, Vanessa Allen, peace, bro. We have Bentley Benz. We love you for making the time to talk to us, Mr. Dom. No problem. All right? Thanks, Dom. Stay safe, everyone. Appreciate it. Okay? So, from your boy, Dominic Rich, thanks for watching another one. And until next time, bring the music back. Bring it back. Yeah. You know when that music hit you? You know what I'm saying? And you forget about all your cares in the world and you just, you just party and party and party. Yeah, hey. Guys, Framework Dominic Rich. Until next time. Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.